So as you see, the title of this is how to make $11,453 per month, even if you fail 98% of the time. So, that's quite, like Dave was saying, super excited about it. He was shaking to know how we're going to do that, right? In fact, that number, 11,453, I will show you exactly how we're able to come up with that number and how you can achieve that as well. So I'm going to get into all that. I will let you know that I see a couple people have already put their hands up and whatnot. There is a Q&A box. So down below here in the Zoom box, you'll see there's Q&A. Feel free to put questions in there. Know that I'm not going to get to the questions until the end. I think Dave is going to be with me. We'll go through and we'll address as many questions as we can and try to stay on with you as long as you want to make sure that we are addressing anything that you have regarding this whole business model. All right. So let me just dive right into it. And again, I appreciate you guys being on here. I know for me, it's 9 a.m. Some of you guys are in the middle of the night. So, that's some people are excited about this. So in today's workshop, I'm going to teach you this simple and proven system. Like I said, it's brand new, as Dave was saying, and you can sell only one product and you can fail 98% of the time and still be successful. I'll get into all that with you and tell you all about it. The system's very simple. It is a 4-step system. I'll get into details. I'm going to go over the overview of what it is right now. It's doing idea creation, and I'm going to show you how you can actually find what is working now, and it's going to help you come up with profitable ideas. So even if you don't, like I'm not creative, all that, I'm going to show you how we're going to find design ideas. After that, we're going to create those designs and upload them to Etsy and Amazon, where there's already potential customers wanting to buy your product. Again, don't worry about if you're not a designer. I'm not either. Okay, I'm going to show you how you do it, not even being a designer. Step 3 is then going to be when the products sell, it gets printed and shipped by a preferred supplier. I'm going to share with you a deal we have with our supplier and why you're going to want to work with them. And the best part is with this, there's no upfront cost. All right. You don't have to worry about inventory to store, any of that stuff. No website. It's all going to be done through your supplier, and then it ships. It goes through your customer. You don't touch it. It's hands off. Step 4 is just just doing this process over and over, repeating until you generate your desired income, right? The sky's the limit with this. It's totally up to you how you want to take it. Like I said, I have students that are more successful than me. All right. They just went out and they did more. They got it done. All right. This is a screenshot. I'm not going to share too much. I have a few shots that show you some of my figures that I've done before. This is my beautiful wife, Mary, here. And like I said, we work together. We've been doing this full time. In fact, next month, it's going to be 12 years that I've been doing online full time. All right. I was a teacher. I retired from teaching in May of 2009. And I haven't looked back since. All right. So I've been doing some quite amazing numbers. And again, we'll briefly share some of that stuff with you. So today I'm going to show you how you can easily create mugs just like this one, turn them into a thriving online business that runs on autopilot. And you'll see some of those numbers down below there. These are actually taken specifically from Amazon, and you guys can research this and see where I get this from, and you can find the same thing too. All right. So know that this is data that's out there. This is an actual product. When I took this screenshot, you'll see the revenue there. That's a monthly revenue on just this little mug, World's Best Boss. All right. That's the 11-ounce mug is doing the 5,400 right there. And the one above that is just over 6,200. All right. So over almost $12,000 in revenue. And I'll show you what the net's going to look like that a little bit later too. But there is tremendous amount of volume on mugs like this, and I could just find them all day long and show you what's selling. And then it's just a matter of getting you to do the same thing. Now, this is JR. I just want to give you tell you a little bit about some of my students here. JR was actually very successful, doing quite well, doing things on Shopify and his own Shopify store. But then, we started working together, and you'll see that I helped increase him at over 2,000% increase, showing him what I'm doing. And that was just on Shopify. I'm working with him now to do things on Etsy. He had nothing coming through on Etsy, nothing coming through on Amazon, and I'm showing him how to do that. So I'm moving forward with that. You see that he's done over 500,000, and that was the first 8 months of last year, I believe. So I think he did well over $1 million last year with this business model, POD. To the point of this, not only show you that, working with me is something that people seek out, but also that this business model works. All right. So what I want to ask you is, what can you use some extra income for? All right. You need to have a why in this business. Why are you doing what you're doing? And, maybe it's just paying off your mortgage, or maybe you're looking for a dream house. Maybe you're looking for a dream car. Maybe you have tons of debt you want to pay off. All right, maybe you just want to put some money aside for rainy days. I know over the past year, there's a lot of people that had struggles, right? Or maybe now things have opened up. We can start taking a nice family vacation. provide a better education for your kids, or maybe you are just want to retire with a peace of mind, knowing everything's taken care of, or maybe you're already retired and you just want to be able to not have to worry about whether you're going to pay, how you're going to pay for next month's medicine, or if you're going to buy a toy for your grandkids. Okay, whatever the reason is, I want you to just really reach back and say, what is that why? What's going to drive you? What got you here today? Why, the couple that was on from Australia at 2 a.m. Why are you on here at 2 a.m.? There's a reason, right? You have a strong why. All right, so I'm going to tell you everything you're going to learn here on this training here. So stay to the end. You're going to hear about all these different things. And I have a lot to share with you guys today. So hopefully, you are ready and you're ready for a lot. I'm going to really share so much with you. I'm going to go through it fast, but you'll be able to hear the replay after this as well. But take notes, pay attention. The first thing I'm going to share, one thing I'm going to share with you is the success myth, and that's where this whole 98% of the time failing, where you can still make a significant income, and that's crazy, right? Can't wait to share that with you. A contrarian business model that makes this all possible. I'm going to share with you the hidden truth about traffic. All right, now this is totally against anything that you guys probably know, is why you don't need to use any traffic. You don't have to have any traffic source, free or paid, and be able to create tons of sales online organically. Okay, and then why try doing everything perfect actually hurts your business and your chances for success. I'm going to show you a proven road that works. You don't have to be perfect at it. I'm going to show you how a system that saved the Japanese car industry is now used to help thousands of people all around the world start successful online businesses and more. All right. So who's this workshop for? This is for all walks of life. Now, if you just were hit by the economic crisis, you're looking, to support your family, you're paying off debt, this is for you. If you want to get out of your 9-to-5 job, or maybe just add a little additional money into what you're doing, this is for you. If you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, you want to supplement your budget, this is going to work for you. If you're a student and you just want to make some extra money for parties, I've been there, right? Without having to go work the 9-to-5 at McDonald's or whatever, this is for you. If you're a retiree or non-retiree, and I get a lot of people that come in from this area of need, this is something that could work for you, because I know that Medicare and Social Security is not paying what you need, and people are out walking and working at Walmart doing greeters or whatever. Now, if you're not experienced entrepreneur, you just want to build another stream of income. I'm all about diversification. You want to grow your wealth and assets. This is for you as well. All right. Like I said, if you love your job and you just want to make some more money on the side and just have income coming in around the clock, so you can pay for a dream car, dream house, dream vacation, this is for you. And really anyone that wants to make some extra money without having to work crazy hours and slave away. There's a lot of ways to make money. This is great. All right. I wake up in the morning, I look at my stats and I'm like, wow, okay, I made this while I was sleeping. You can too. So this workshop is, there's a lot of different things we can do on here, but here's things you don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about building websites. You don't have to worry about traffic, affiliate offers, generating leads, consulting. In fact, this whole list of things, of maybe things that you guys have tried before in the past, or maybe you're currently doing. If someone asked me, hey, Dave, you doing YouTube ads for your course? I'm not even doing that. All right. I don't need to do that. All these things you don't have to worry about. Some of these things that are key with a product business, you don't have to warehouse, you don't have to inventory, you don't have to touch your products at all. All right. So I'm going to get into all these different things. Another thing that's big too is, like I don't have an email list. I don't have ads, or I don't have money to pay for ads. Don't worry about it. You don't need that. All right. So I didn't have any of these things to start building my dream business, which is just working like clockwork here. And these are just some of my numbers. These are actually some of my Amazon numbers. I have done really well now on Etsy as well, but you'll see here, this is just from different accounts that I have, the different things that I've done. And then I like to use this too, because in December, it's our busiest time of the year, right? Where you can actually make more doing this business, selling in the month of December, really November, December. So let's say the fourth quarter for Christmas shopping season, you can make more than you could ever in a job. All right. It's crazy. And guess what? We're right now starting our second busiest time of year, which is why you guys are absolutely in the right place, not only for this model, but also for the time of year, because Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduation, Teacher Appreciation Day is coming up, and this is a great time to get started. All right. So what do you need? Basically, you just need a desire to reach your financial freedom, whatever that why is. All right. Your desire to get there. You do need to have some kind of computer. So a laptop, PC, whatever, with an internet connection. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. All right. You can be in Siberia. I don't want to be there. It's too cold. But as long as you have an internet connection computer, you can do this business. Some basic internet skills. All right. But I'll tell you right now, if you're on this workshop right now and you're able to get on, that's about all you need. All right. I'm going to show you exactly everything step by step, and a system to follow. And that's why you're here today. I'm going to go over that whole system with you, and you're going to get that right now. So you're ready to discover how to turn this into a 1,000, a 5,000, even 10,000 a month business and more. this is the system I'm going to show you today. And I want to, see if you are ready. And so I'm all about engagement, making sure that you guys are not falling asleep on me, because I can't see you. You can see me, but I want to see your reactions here. So are you ready? If you are ready, put "I'm ready" in the chat box, and let's see how many people are excited about learning this. And I'll open up my chat box over here so I can see these things come in. And then don't mind me. I will be taking some drinks because I will talk fast, but my voice will go fast too. So it's like I said, 9 a.m. here and I got coffee. Eric says he's ready. Mohammed's ready. Sanad's ready. Rick, I'm in. I'm ready. Sherry says. Rushlin says 1. So yeah, 1 works too. that shows that you're ready. You're showing me interaction, which is what's important. All right. So let me tell you a little more about me here. Dave introduced me when we first got started. Like I said, I was a former teacher. Now I started my first online business in 1998. So I'm curious. I'll check with Dave. I wonder when he started. I know that, back in the day, there wasn't really much software. There wasn't many marketers, but I was trying to figure it out on my own. And I knew that this online thing was going to be moving forward, right? That something good was going to come of it. And I didn't make millions of dollars now online, but it didn't happen right away. I'll tell you more about that in a few minutes. But now I've made millions of dollars online, as Dave said. And but more importantly, I've helped tens of thousands change their lives, which is what really drives me to do what I do. This is one of my students here. This is Dennis Ogawa. He actually was struggling with his Amazon business. He found about me. He reached out. I helped him launch his first product on Amazon and generate $1,000 in his first month. And then within 6 months, he had reached the $35,000 a month profit per month revenue with profit margins of 50%. All right. So this is, he was very happy that he reached out and asked, show me how to do this, because he wasn't succeeding. This is good friends of mine, Matthew and Christine. They live here in Arizona. We actually just were in Puerto Vallarta last month, enjoying some time together, which we can do because we have our business running for themselves, and we make good money doing this, right? So they were struggling to launch an Amazon business. They reached out to me. They were doing well already, but then I showed them how to truly launch a product correctly on Amazon. And within, they had a new product they were launching in 2 weeks. They made more than they did the whole year launching other products. So they're very happy. And I have students from all around the world. We have some people here that are actually doing this business that are right there in that area, but there's so many more. And I'll share with you some actual screenshots of people that have started doing this business with me with this course. And just so you guys know how fresh this is, I didn't launch this until the beginning of November of 2020. All right, so this is very fresh, very new. And so again, like I said, you're in the right place at the right time. So let me tell you a little bit about my background here. In 1998, I was a teacher. I'm embarrassed to say this, but I was making $22,500 a year, which is why I needed to make more income. That was not enough. Now, again, I was, at that point, I was single. But as I started building a family, I needed more than that. So I did become a teacher because, I love teaching. I love working with others. And I think maybe you guys will see my passion here of, that I'm a passionate person about teaching people. But my salary was so low and I couldn't survive the month without a second source of income. Now, I did go and get a bartending job, and then I started making more bartending than I wasn't teaching, go figure. But I had to make a choice because, I was actually working my butt off at the second job, and I decided I need to start my own business. So that was January of 1998, I started my first online business. I went out, I went down to the State Department of Arizona. I live in Arizona, just so you guys know, Phoenix area. And I got my business name, with the state, and I started, right? But guess what? I didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to learn from people. I was trying to learn, just on my own, and whatever people were posting on YouTube. Did we have YouTube back then? I can't remember. People were posting, emails probably back then. But I made every mistake in the books. I actually failed for 9 years. All right. I didn't know what I was doing, trying to figure out. I was wasting time. I was wasting money. And that for me was a lost opportunity cost, which is an economic principle, right? All right. Then in 2007, I was now divorced. I was struggling to pay my mortgage and my student loans. I had to make a life-changing decision, and I did. I started seeing people out there, internet marketers, that were doing it. I wanted to do it too, but then, and I know that to get to that point, I needed to purchase some stuff, right? So I actually found a course. I invested in my first e-com course, and I couldn't afford it at all. I mean, you saw my I was making a little bit more money then, but I didn't have a second job. I just had what I was trying to do online here, and I couldn't afford it. So what I did was I had to put it on a credit card. I remember it was $897 a month. It was either $897 or I think it was $797 a month. It was expensive. That was monthly. All right. I couldn't afford it, but I knew I couldn't afford not to do it. So I put it on a credit card and I committed to making sure that that was going to happen. But I committed to everything. All right. I knew that I had to commit to this new course, and I needed to make it happen because I couldn't afford to even pay that credit card bill. Right. So I completely committed. I learned and implemented everything in the course. And guess what? By 2009, I was making more online than I was teaching. All right. I saved myself from bankruptcy. I was able to pay off all my debts and even started building up a nice nest egg. And like I said, I retired from teaching in May of 2009. All right. And then, things work for some time and then they don't work. All right. And then we found ourselves, and then, I got married, my beautiful wife, in 2010, and we saw that we had to do something else. So we started pivoting again to something else. Again, I saw this, this Amazon thing was going to work, but I didn't know how to make it happen. So what I do again, I went out and bought a course. Now this time we were struggling again. All right. We were deciding, my wife and I were deciding but when one of us was going to go back to work. We were going to have to go back to a 9-to-5 job to pay our bills. Right. So we decided to put this course, it was a $3,500 course. We put it on our credit card again, knowing that we could not make that payment. All right. We had more bills now as a family and whatnot. We couldn't make that payment, but we knew, again, that we've done this before. I had to make it work. We put it on the credit card, and guess what? We went to work. We had our backs against the wall. We made it happen. And here's the things that we're able to accomplish since then. So after purchasing that course, you see within the first 8-9 months, we did our first $1 million on Amazon. This is all private label back then. Just so you people want to, these are some revenue numbers. The net on this was probably around 30-35% at that time. Within my first 2 years on Amazon, we did over $3.7 million. Right now, currently, we are doing over $2 million in yearly sales on Amazon. And as Dave shared, we're over 10, I don't know the exact figure, but I know we're over 10 million overall for our product business. We started diversifying 2 years ago to Etsy. I saw Etsy was another up and coming, right? And now it is just growing like crazy. Last year alone, we generated over $156,000 on Etsy with this new model that we're testing. And now we're on track this year to do over $1 million on Etsy alone with this model that I'm showing you. All right. So I just started this a little more than a year ago, tested it out, made sure it was working, and we're really putting a tremendous amount of focus into it. You're learning this system. And my courses and coaching have resulted in thousands of student success stories, which is what, like I said, really drives me, because we're good on our money, but as I can see other people having success, that's where, is awesome. Now, my results and the results of my students, they led some amazing things in partnerships. And maybe you guys know Robert Kiyosaki. He wrote the Rich Dad, Poor Dad. A lot of entrepreneurs know who he is. Well, we wrote a book together here, and it was called The Amazon Millionaire. This is back in 2015. We co-authored this together. It led to us doing some things together. This is us doing an interview in his office here in Scottsdale. And we did that on the green screen, as you see there. And then he even spoke at my live event that I had in 2015. And so now I know him really well. In fact, his department, his Rich Dad, Poor Dad company, Rich Dad Education, they're actually selling my course as well to their people. This same course that you're learning here, it's just branded under a different name. Now, became a go-to speaker for Amazon. Obviously, when you start doing really well, people reach out to you. This is me on stage for ASM, Amazing Selling Machine. You guys might have heard of this with Matt Clark, Jason Katzenbeck. I became good friends with them. In fact, I actually started being one of their trainers. I started helping them redesign their course in 2015. Onyx Segal, maybe you guys heard of him, an incredible internet marketer, digital marketer, legend. I work with him on Learn, and he put out my Amazon bootcamp, and then over 17,000 people. This is just a free course, but over 17,000 people took to that, and it led to people buying our new course. And he's also, he's the one that's doing ads for me and running my course, and they're running it through Rich Dad. So a lot of things going on, right? But as far as for you guys, I'm going to share with you my system, my 3 biggest secrets, and how you can make a significant income, even if you fail 98% of the time. So super excited with that. Now, I saw some people in the chat were having some audio issues. I think that, across the people were saying that it was, audio is good. No issues for most people. So if you're having an issue either with the audio or the visual of this, the best thing to do is probably close out your Zoom and then just refresh it, bring another one in. That should help you. All right. Now, before I get into anything, I want to make sure that you know that we have to get through the legal stuff. My results and the results of my students are definitely not typical. All right. And I can't promise you that you're going to make $10,000, $1,000, or even $1 a month. It all depends on your resources, your work ethic, and your determination and motivation to do this business. So the only thing I can promise you is I'm going to show you the exact same system that my students and I are using to build successful businesses on Amazon. That should say on Etsy as well. All right. So before I reveal these big 3 secrets to you, and I want to make sure that you're going to take action. I love action takers. I want to make sure that you guys are going to do this business, that you're going to do it, because I'm going to share with you now my secrets. I want to make sure that you're going to do it. So put yes in the chat box if this is something that you're going to promise to take action, and I'm going to hold you to it. Yes, for sure. Sherry says yes. Rick says yes. Joe, yes. Awesome. And again, don't mind me. I do have to get some sips of my coffee and go through there. Awesome. All right. So perfect. A lot of people are excited. Let's go ahead and move on. So here's my 3 big secrets into making this $11,453 per month, even if you fail 98% of the time. Secret number 1 is the JIT model. It's how to use a simple tweak that saved the Toyota business, their whole corporation, from bankruptcy. All right. Secret number 2 is to avoid traffic completely, and how you're going to make a monthly income without a single cent or second spent on traffic, which is exciting. And secret number 3 is all about fail often, make more. And this is one that Dave Gwynn is all excited about, is how to build a thriving business even if you fail 98% of the time. All right, so let's get into secret 1, the JIT model. So how you can use a simple tweak that saved Toyota from bankruptcy, building a thriving online business. So most people believe that it takes 2 things to start a business, right? A lot of money and a lot of time. Now, what if I told you that was a myth? All right, let's just cross that right out and say that you don't need either. All right, you can use a system like Toyota did to become the top company in the world to create an online business, making even $300 a day. All right, so what exactly is this JIT model? Well, glad you asked. Originated, this is a little bit of history, right? The post-World War II Japanese car industry, they were facing a huge crisis. They were falling behind their American competitors. All right, American workers were doing 9x better job than the Japanese workers, and they identified that the problem was it was waste. All right, waste of material, waste of time, waste of resources, waste of inventory. All right. So Taiichi Ono, he's the engineer and VIP at Toyota this time. He saw the problem. He came up with a solution. And what he decided to do was to eliminate waste through the just-in-time, which is JIT, just-in-time philosophy, where items only move through the production system only and when they were needed. All right. So thanks to the JIT model, Toyota now rules the Japanese industry. So they didn't create that inventory up in advance. They waited until there was a need, till like there was orders to go through to produce them. Made a lot of sense, right? But hey, what is that? How does it affect me? I don't plan on starting a car company. All right. Well, glad you asked. But I want to share with you that I personally now have sold millions of dollars online. So by leveraging this model. All right. And I have had success in many niches doing that. All right. I'm going to tell you right now, the easiest and most effective products to sell with this model, the JIT model, are printed products on mugs. All right, I'm going to show you there's going to be other printed products we can do, but especially mugs. Very simple like this. You're the man, dad, the old man, but still the man. Cool saying, and these sell really well, and people are always buying them. I'll show you exactly why here in a minute. But it's 3 simple steps to create a thriving online business with this JIT method using mugs. All right, step 1, you create the design. I'm going to show you how to find ideas and easily turn them into mug designs in a minute. Very simply. All right. Then we're going to upload those designs. We're going to put them on Etsy. We're going to put them on Amazon. All right. If you want to put them on other places, that's totally up to for you. But we're going to start on Etsy because that's the easiest way to do it. And I'm going to talk more about that a little bit later. And number 3 is we're going to sit back, because the printing company, your supplier, is responsible for creating the mug and shipping it, and even sending the tracking to your customer. All right. And that's one of the beauties of this model is the mug is getting created only after someone bought it. All right. So you're not paying for inventory up front, like I said. So we have no inventory to manage. We have no need to pay upfront for mugs, nothing out of pocket. There's no need to ship the product yourself. All right. And remember, the 4th step is really to sit back, collect the profits, and get reviews from your products. And if you want more money, you just can do the process over again, repeat. All right. So what mugs are selling the best? You're probably asking yourself. Well, this is one right here that is doing really well. Maybe you're not 51. Maybe the math is wrong. All right. Very simple. Some of these little things that people are like, oh, that's cute. And I want to buy that for someone as a gag gift, right? It's great as gifts. All right. Let me ask you another thing. Now, I want you to answer this question in the chat box right now. Think about how many, get an estimate. You don't have to put an exact number, but think about how many mugs that you personally have or your family has in your house right now. All right. And go ahead and just put that in the chat box right now. I'm curious. I'll tell you right now, I counted a little bit earlier and we have about 40. Jan says 35. Jeanette says 12. Sherry says 10. Karen 100. Wow. Graham 2 dozen. Mohammed says 10. Kim Brittany says 50. Awesome. You guys, I'm sure if you would go through and look, you have a lot of mugs. All right. So let's look at it this way. Let's say if we look at these numbers here, there are about 130 million households in the United States. All right. And since we use mugs every day, and guess what? They break, because they're breakable. People also give them as gifts. Can we agree that the average household buys on average, say about 3 mugs per year? All right. That makes sense. It makes a little sense. I saw some people put in there that you buy them for gifts as well. You're already doing that, right? So that would mean, let's say about each year, about 400 million mugs are sold. All right. And guess what? This number, as far as the household, that is in the United States alone. We're not talking about Canada, UK, Australia, Europe, any of these places. I'm just focusing right now on the United States market. All right. So let's say about 400 million mugs are purchased a year. Do you think there's a market for it? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. So, here's another reason why it's a great thing to sell. It's because you can easily differentiate in the marketplace, even with the same message. So if you see these mugs here, they're all saying basically the same thing. It's best farter ever. Oops, I mean father. And someone saw that there was a design working, following the method I'm teaching here today. They saw it was working. They're like, oh, let me do something different. Now you're not going to copy, but you copy the idea and then you make it your own design. All right. We don't copy because that's copyright violations, but here we can make it similar and same message. And people, if I were to ask you, you don't have to put it in the chat box, but if I asked you 1, 2, or 3, which one is your favorite? Everyone would probably be a little different. All right. And that's why they're all going to sell. All right. Here's another reason. They're easy to sell. People are already searching for them. This is an Amazon search box. You'll see that if you go ahead and put funny mugs 4 and you start putting stuff, Amazon suggests, what people are searching for. So, hey, maybe you meant dad. You mean dad from daughter, doctor's daughter, dad at my age. People are already searching for this. Play around with this, and when you have some time, go ahead and just put in funny mugs 4 or coffee mug, and you just see what Amazon's suggesting, and even an Etsy, and you'll be like, wow, they're suggesting it because people are putting that into the search box. All right. Now, it only takes 1 mug to be successful, and it'll help you make a lot of money. Now, this is off of the 2020 quarantine stuff that was going on, pandemic. This was a Father's Day mug that many people were selling different versions of this, and everyone killed it. You see, it was really cute. It had the mask over the zeros, and it was the memory, if you want to remember, of Father's Day when we were quarantined, right? Sold like hotcakes. All right. So these are going to be things that sell different times of year. This is probably not going to, well, it's not going to sell this year because it's a 2020 mug, right? Hopefully we don't have quarantine during 2021, but you come up with different fads and things that are selling well at different times. All right. So, what does a successful mug design actually mean in terms of sales, though? We're actually going to show you numbers. All right. This is very scientific. I can show you the actual numbers that are selling. All right. By looking at bestsellers that are happening on Amazon, because we can see sales, they show ranking and all that. And I can get an idea of how many sales they generate on average. All right. So let's take a look at some. So this one right here is a great example for a mug design. It sells the whole year. All right, unlike that last one, it was just around a certain time. This one, 50 the ultimate F word, it's a particular mug that sells throughout the year because it's a birthday mug, basically, right? People are always buying birthday mugs because people are born all times of the year. All right, it's very simple, and it works. All right, this mug right here gets on an average of about 20 sales a day, and you see over a year that's 7,300 sales of this particular mug. This one here. Another simple example, that best farter mug I was showing you. Now, see, this one has a huge spike. This one here in June, did over 10,000 sales just during the Father's Day period. Father's Day, like I said, we're going to be coming up here on the Mother's Day, Father's Day period. These sell like hotcakes. Now, it's sold throughout the year. So, even though it did 10,000 that time, there was 4,000 the rest of the year, 14,000 sales. I'm sorry, I actually did that wrong. 14,000 sales was in June alone. Okay, then it was still selling the rest of the year. So Christmas was a spike. Father's Day was a spike. It was selling the rest of the year as well. 14,000 sales. That's a good amount of income for one mug design. This one here is another great example for moms. All right. As you know, this one, you can see right here, it sells good during Christmas, sells good during Mother's. There's our 2 busiest times a year for this business model. This one on average does 70 sales a day, over 25,000 sales a year. All right. This one right here, World's Best Boss. Now, this is interesting too, because it does sell throughout the year, but it also sells more around Boss's Day. I didn't even know there was a Boss's Day until last year when we had a particular mug that was selling, and all of a sudden was selling like crazy. Like, what's going on? Oh, Boss's Day is in October, beginning of October. I had no clue, but we were selling around that day. So this one in particular, has done almost 10,000 sales a year. And notice how it's growing. Anytime you see that line there on the graph, it's increasing in sales. All right. So the more it sells, it gets more momentum moving forward. This is one of my favorite examples right here because I can see this mug sells great, even better around holidays like Christmas and Mother's Day, and just keeps selling more and more as time goes on. See that going up there. So over the last 6 months, this mug is averaging about 30 sales a day, almost 11,000 sales a year. Here's another one. You're awesome. Keep that up. They blotted out, so you have to say it. Doesn't matter. Some people say it. This mug has been selling great for over 2 years. All right, consistently. Over 21,000 in sales, this particular mug. Here's another one here, very easy, an engagement mug. Engagements happen year round. This one has done over 9,000 in sales and increasing, as you can see. Here's another one. This one's around, getting a new home, which again, not tied to a specific date. So sales are strong throughout the year and it's growing. This one's doing about 9,000 sales a year. All right, those are just some of the tons of examples I can share with you. All right, that was a lot, but just imagine one simple design that can bring you 7,000, 25,000 sales in a year. All right, one simple design. And guess what? You don't have to pay anything up front. So it doesn't matter if you're selling 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 mugs, you only pay for them after the sale is made. The customer is giving you the money, then you're using that money to produce it. All right, and you're not touching it at all. So let's be a little conservative here because I know some of those numbers, some of the things I showed you are some outliers and they're doing really well. But let's say 2,000 sales a year is considered to be a success. All right, does that sound good to you? 2,000 sales a year in a particular mug, that makes sense. All right, so if we break that down now, I want to break it down to what 2,000 sales a year. What's the money coming to our bank account? That's what's important, right? You shouldn't show me sales all day long and the sales figures what they're bringing money wise, but what is it coming in? I saw, someone just put, what's the margin? Exactly. All right. So I'm going to show you what the margin is. All right. The reason why I love mugs so much is because they have a high profit margin. All right. So the standard retail price of a mug when we first start is about $14.95. In fact, I actually will teach you to go a little lower to get some initial sales going for a new store. But on average, a white 11-ounce mug, we try to get it to $14.95. Then we go a little higher than that. All right. The shipping now is actually going to be, in this case, we're going to put $4.95. It doesn't matter what the shipping is because whatever it is that we're getting charged for shipping, we're going to charge the customer for shipping. So it's going to be a wash. So it doesn't really matter, but I do have to show you these in the sales chart, what it looks like. All right. So that would be a total of $19.90 on the sale. So a customer would buy one mug for you. They pay for the mug $14.95, the shipping $4.95. Your total coming to you is $19.90. All right. So what is the expenses? All right. Now, with the supplier that I'm going to be suggesting, my students are going to be able to get white ceramic mugs, 11-ounce mugs for $3.99. That is $1 off. I'm going to show you how you're going to get that later. All right. But that alone is going to save you thousands of dollars a year. All right. But we get it for $3.99. So $3.99 is our expense on that. Now, like I said, the shipping is going to be a wash. Now, I know shipping has gone up a little bit. I think it's like $6.95. But like I said, it's going to be a wash. All right. We're going to charge the customer what we're getting charged. All right, now we do have marketplace expenses. All right, in this particular example, the Etsy fees would be right around $2.37. Again, it's an average, it's close. All right, so after all that expense, we're going to be looking at about $11.31 that we're being charged. So what's our profit? The profit is the difference between the two, $8.59 on one particular mug. All right, now that doesn't sound a lot until we put it in like this. $2,000, 2,000 mugs in a year would be about $17,180 a year in profit. So to your bank account, this is what you'd be seeing in profit. So a successful design is potentially worth that much. All right, makes sense? All right, this is how the numbers work. Now let's look back at those examples I was showing you before. All right, if we look back at these examples and we put that figure $8.59, what would it look like as far as money to their bank account? The 50 ultimate F word, 62,000 plus. The ugly children one that do it, the 14,000 sales in a year, 120,000 plus. Best farter ever, that's an outlier, almost $220,000. That one design, cash to the bank account, profit. All right. So that's what we're talking about, profits that could be done this. Now, again, let's keep this real because I know that, again, we want to be conservative with this. Not every mug is going to sell 10,000 or 20,000 mugs. All right. But, how many can you think about that? How many different things are you going to be able to see after I show you this model that you can, come up with ideas that, are potential for that, or you can just do a whole bunch of them that can come up with that kind. So I'm sure as I'm going through this with you guys, you probably have already thought of some ideas in your head. All right. Now I'm going to show you how to prove those ideas out, but I'm just curious, those of you on the call right now, again, I want to keep some interaction going here. Enter a 1 right now. If you have at least one idea right now in your head that if you've already come up with an idea that you're like, hey, I could do that. I can put that out there. All right, go ahead and put those in there. Look at those ones coming in. Now, I know you guys can't see this. I had Todd put in there 200. Sarah's put 5. Okay, great. Yeah, some people, this is something that's going to work. All right. Jan said, yep, at least 10. All right, that's awesome. And don't worry if you don't right now, because I'm going to walk you through the idea creation process with a demo here in just a minute. All right, as long as you want to see it. It's going to take some extra time, and I don't want to respect your time. All right, but what if I told you that you can create 2 mug designs that turn into successes really easy, and that potentially worth be over $34,000 or more in your pocket? All right, well, you can. How about I'm going to teach you how you can do this, 8 successful designs. I'm going to show you how you can do it in just 4 weekends. And that potentially could be over $137,000. Again, this is profit. All right. I don't like revenue numbers. I like profit, the net. All right. I'm going to show you how you can do that in just 4 successful weekends, 4 weekends doing this business. All right. And why later on, I'm going to show you how you can fail 98% of the time and still do that. Now, that's what Dave Gwen was all excited about. All right. So I'm going to show you all this stuff. And what's cool about it, you don't have to worry about putting the designs up there because you don't have to pay for anything up front. All right, till the mug is sold. You can never lose with this business. All right, I'm telling you, this is something that is incredible, and that's why, like Dave said, he was shaking. That he was so excited about it. All right, it's all possible because we can leverage Toyota's JIT model to print and pay for the mugs only after someone buys it. So we have no waste, we have no inventory, we have no upfront cost. All right, so what if this is where I'm going to ask you here. What would you like me to show you how you can find the potential successful mug ideas that can bring you as much as $137,000 per year, cash to your pocket, net. Turn these ideas into simple mug designs in under 5 minutes, even if you're not a designer, and turn them into mugs and sell them on Amazon, Etsy, without worrying about upfront costs, manufacturing, shipping, inventory, or even traffic. So I didn't even ask the question, and people are putting in there, but put in it. So just so you know, when you put yes, I'm going to do this live. This might take me 5 to 10 minutes. So it will take a little longer to get through this presentation. So as long as you guys are okay with that, most people say yes. All right, and I'm going to do this live for you on the screen. All right, so I see a lot of yeses come in, so I'm going to do that, and I was totally prepared. I will cut a few corners because I prepped for this right before the call. I'm going to show you live examples that you can follow along. So I'm actually going to, let me see if I hit escape on that. All right, and then Dave, I'm going to ask you. I'll ask you guys as well here. Are you guys seeing my screen? So if I come over here to Etsy, are you guys seeing? Put a 1 there. Oh, someone says with tabs. Perfect. That's what I want you guys to see. Yep. All right. So this is live on my screen right now. Prior to this call, I went through and you guys can do this on your end too. Now the results might look a little different somewhere you are in the world. And if you are outside the United States, there's a place down below. I believe if you go if you go to .com and takes you to .co.uk or something like that, you come all the way down below. You can actually change it to the United States, or you can do it from a VPN. But I'm going to show you what it looks like on my screen right now. So I did a search here for gift for mother coffee mug. Now, why did I do this? I did this because Mother's Day is coming up. I'm doing this right now with you today. We are actively putting out their Mother's Day mugs because Mother's Day is one of our top selling times a year. All right. So I did search for gift for Mother's Day. Now, I will cover all this in detail in my training. I'm going to tell you about when we get through this. All right. But just so you know, the very first stuff that I want to stay away from is ads. It's hard to see, but it says ad buy and it has the name of the company. Ad buy, ad buy, ad buy. This whole top line here is ads. Now, anyone can put an ad up there and get to the top. All right. What I want to know is what is organically coming up for this. Who is ranking number 1 for that product? So I got to scroll away from that and look at this next line. These are not ads. All right. These are organic. All 8 of these here are all organic. So this is the number 1 search for that keyword. This is number 2, number 3, and that sort of thing. All right. This one right here. All right. This one's selling for $18. And you see it has, now these reviews is for the store, not for the mug. But when I go into it, and this is a campfire mug, so it's not the ceramic. This is probably metal, all right, or aluminum. I can go into this here. I clicked on it there, and you'll see that this right here tells me there are 73 reviews for this item, all right? Whenever you see a review, just one, and so again, this is for the entire store. This is for this particular mug. So I know there's been a lot of sales because 73 people have already reviewed this. Do know that on average, we get 1 review for every 10 sales. And that's good. All right. So that's even better than the industry average. So if we say only 1 review for every 10 sales, we can multiply that number times 10 and know that this mug has sold over 730 times already, probably more. Okay. That's why I like that review number. That shows us what? A proven design. It's working. Look how simple it is. Mom Fuel. All right. Another thing you guys can do. This is one of my secret sauce strategies. Make sure you're writing this down and know that a lot of people don't talk about this. Over here, other people want this. Over 20 people right now have that mug in their cart. Do you think they have it in the mug in their cart because they don't want the mug? No, of course not. They want the mug. All right. They wanted, people were wanting to buy it. That shows buyer intent. That again shows me that this is a good mug. All right. Another one here. If I scroll over now, it's totally up to you guys. With my business, I stay away from some of the curse words and whatnot. It's just what I do. You can maybe you can say forking or something like that. However, I've done some of those things, but I just don't like to blatantly put it there. Trying to make it so there's a heart in here. But this is selling well too. But I also want to find mugs that are selling at a good price. See, this one's $11.99. That's not enough margin for me. I'm looking for designs to target that are doing $13, $14 and above. All right, so these are good designs here. Let's look at this one here. I already opened this one up over here. This one here, if I go down, reviews, 49. So what do we know? 10 times that. They've done over 490 sales for this mug, selling really well. All right, over here, there's another one. Over 20 people have this in their carts right now. Another big design. So 2 designs. We have this one right here and this one right here that I found with one simple result: gift for mother coffee mug. All right. You can do all this all day long. Go and put different searches in there and find things that are coming up like crazy. All right. So what I did was I said, all right, let me target this. It's very simple. This is just a phrase, and we can make this say the same, Mom Fuel, but we can change it up. And I'm gonna show you how easy I'm gonna do this. This one over here, we could do it, but then we'd have to, kind of find the clip art. I show you guys how to do that. I also show you how you can pay someone else to do it if you want to do it that way. It's very easy to do, but for this example, I want to be very, very simple. I'll show you how easy this is. So I took this one, Mom Fuel. Now, this is another key thing that I'm going to share with you guys here today. There's this tool that I use, and I use it on my iPhone. Okay, it's called WordSwag. Now, it gets terrible reviews here because for the computer version, the computer version doesn't work that well. The one on your phone does. So I can't walk you through how to do this. So this is one thing I had to prep in advance before the call, just to do this. And just so you know, WordSwag does cool things like, forget about these pictures behind here, but if you look at the text, see how it makes the text do different things with the little design and stuff? You see, it does these different things here. That is all what this WordSwag does. It takes the text and makes it do cool things, right? And I'll show you some examples that I did. This is, again, just their software. So I can't show you this part, but no, I did it on my iPhone. And within within 5 minutes, I took Mom Fuel and I made 9 designs, right? Within 5 minutes. And then what I did was I once I have them, it goes right to your, and I do it just so you know, I put it on a transparent background, what's one of the choices you can do there. I don't need to put it on one of their backgrounds. You can if you want to, but here I'm just trying to do a simple mug. I'm not trying to get crazy. All right. I then save it on your WordSwag. It saves to your phone. And just so you guys know, I want to be totally transparent with you. This app, there is a free version, but to do some of the cool things I'm showing today, costs a whopping $5 per month. Okay. Just want to be transparent. $5 per month for this app. All right. I downloaded it to my camera, to my camera roll of pictures, and then I just pushed them to email to myself so I can do them on my computer. All right. Once I got them, I opened Canva. All right. And Canva is a free tool, canva.com. All right. And I just uploaded them here. And here's what I did with my WordSwag app. These are the 9 I came up with. All right. Mom Fuel. Okay, just change it around. Looks pretty cool. That might actually be a good one for like a kid, from a kid. Mom Fuel. See how I just made things a little differently, and the little squiggly line at the bottom. This one is a pretty neat one. This is probably my second favorite one because, again, it looks like it was made by a child. All right, and it's going to be usually given to a mother from a child. Mom Fuel, a little differently here. This one a little different. Add some different little aspects around the text. This one here. In fact, this is the one I'm using for the example. All right. And again, a little bit different stuff. See how it changed everything around? Now, every single one of you guys that are on this call, we could do Mom Fuel, change it up and do things differently. We can add an icon in there, different, whatever. We could do totally different things, and yet we would still be able to make sales with this particular mug. All right? Trust me. I've seen it happen. So what I did was I took this one design. Now, what's going to stop me from putting all 9 of these up on mugs? Nothing, but I'm going to show you right now. I'm just going to put one. I like to put multiples up, and I after this call today, I'm probably going to go do that and put it in my store, put it up for sale. Why not? It cost me a whopping 20 cents to list a new product onto Etsy. That's another expense, 20 cents per listing. All right, that's it. So I might just take all 9 and put them up there, but probably I'll take 3 and I'll put up on like several different mugs. So I downloaded this I just come in here, download, and transparent background, download. I didn't do all 9. I did this number 7 here. I already did it, downloaded to my computer because I want to make sure the internet, in case the internet wasn't working or whatever. And I downloaded it. And then I went into my supplier. Now, the supplier I'm going to share with you is called Printech. This is I don't have any numbers going through here. So I'm like, oh, Dave, you're not doing numbers. This is a test account that I'm doing. All right. And let me see if I'm still logged in. If I refresh, it's probably going to log me out. That's right. Let me log back in. So Icon Ecom is the account that we're using where I can get those mugs for $3.99. All right. So I come in here to, and this is what you would do to make a new listing. So once you have we found something that sells well. We created the design in 5 minutes. All right. Now I'm coming in here to your products and I'm going to create a new product. You see there's some designs that I already did over here. Create new product. All right. And it says, hey, what do you want to do? And what's cool about this business model is we might start with mugs, but there's hundreds of different products that you can print on. Look at all these different things. All right. And I'll share a little bit later. But once you have a design that's working, nothing's going to stop you from putting on these other things as well. All right. I like to test on mugs because it's really easy. You see, we have a white mug, we have a black mug, we have two-tone color mugs. These sell really well. We have other kind of different mugs over here. For now, it's going to do a white mug. So this is how we create the product. All right. So it says, hey, let's do it, in white. Yeah, that's all we have. Go ahead. Continue size. Now it's going to ask us, what do you want to charge for it? All right. Right now, I'm going to put up, with this store, I'm actually charging free shipping. It's a little bit long, but for now, let me put it this way. We're just doing $14.95 because that's what we're talking about here. All right. This profit's not going to change, but know that your profit is the $14.95 off of that. So that's almost $11 there. The 15 mugs, we can sell them at like $17.95 is what I suggested in the beginning, but we can grow that. In fact, I'm just going to change because I want to keep this I want to show you this live. Because I'm charging free shipping in the store, I add shipping into it, and I'm going to do $21.95 for this one and $25.95. Know that I sell this all day long with that. I don't want you to start with that because you need to get a store rolling first. I cover all this in the training, just so you know. As if someone asked there, what's the website called again? It's called iconecom.com. Don't sign up for it. It's a free account because I'm going to show you how to sign up as a student so you get the deals here. And we have some VIP deals you can get. So continue the product details. Now it's going to ask you to put your title and your description. Now, again, to save time, I already went through and did some of these. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but I did it in a notepad. I just grabbed and made this one here. I always start with the main keyword, which right now is going to be what the mug is. And then I add some things on there, right? And then for the description, we have a kind of a same kind of description that we use all the time. And with the exception of putting the mom fuel at the top, the keyword there. All right. Just some custom stuff, talks about the mug so people know what it is in the description. All right. I cover all this. All right. Save and continue. All right, the next part is putting the artwork. This is what's going to create your product. So I'm going to upload it. Here's the one I downloaded right before the call, Mom Fuel Designs. It's going to bring it in. Now I just have to fit it on that mug. Make it look good. Center it. I don't want to go too big. I don't want to go too small. I think make a little smaller than that. I don't want this totally stand out there, but somewhere right around there. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect in this business. That's done. Save and finish. Now, if you only do one design, it will print on the front and back. All right. All this is in there. It'll be front and back, ceramic mug. There's your mock-up. All right. Now, all I have to do is click on this link. I will show you how to get automations for Etsy, for Amazon, anything you want pretty much. I click that one button. And right now, since I already had this connected to my Etsy store, it's pushing it to Etsy. All right. The only thing I need to do is it'll show up now in the drafts in Etsy. I just have to go into Etsy now and activate that mug. And I'll do a couple things in there. All right. So that now is there. Let me go over here. I'm going to refresh this. These are some of the things that we're selling in this test store. And just so you guys know, I will give you access to this store so you can watch me grow this store that just started a few months ago. You will see me doing these different ads, different things, different products. Okay. And how I'm doing it. So it's not there yet. So I'm waiting for it to come in draft. So let me refresh that again. That's the only thing we're waiting for, is that the push in there. There it is. All right. Click draft. There's the mug we just pushed. Now, the only thing I have to do, because it comes into draft, I just have to go through and activate this. Now, before I publish it, I just want to do a couple things with it. And I just want to show you what those are. I do want to take that main keyword, because I'm going to put that as a main tag. All right. Like, come down here, we can put new pictures in here. I show you in the course how to go through and put mockups. I show you how to put videos. Very simple to do. All right. There's a software that I share with you that you can do. Now, we change this to, another company or person did it, so we can put who is actually creating it. So this is going to be our supplier. I put in here that it's ceramic. I put that it is dishwasher safe and microwave safe, which it is. All right. Don't put things that's not, obviously. Ours are. I keep it manual renewal. Here's the description. Now, sometimes it doesn't come in all the way that way, and I'll fix that here in a second. It's there, but it's not formatted correctly, so we might have to make an edit to that. Here's where you put who our supplier is. So it's being made there. And I had that one tag saved. So I put in here, you can only do 20 characters. So let's see if it's too long. No, it's perfect. Mom Fuel coffee mug. All right. You can put 13 tags in here. Very important that we do this. I show you how to do keyword research to really optimize this. All right. If I go back to that notepad, let me grab that description again, because I'm actually going to make this live right now. There it is. Description's back in there. Copy and paste it. That's all we need to do. So it has quantity of 999. We just, again, doesn't matter. I mean, can only go up to 999. We can add more as we need it. All right. And all this stuff is done. You see, there's my price. All right. Now it does pull in what the flat rate shipping is. Because this store, I'm doing free shipping. I'm just changing that over to that. You would not, when you first start a store, it automatically pulls what they're charging. I saw someone say, can we ship this to the EU, anywhere in the world? Yes, you can. Because right here, it says the $34.99. It's the higher end shipping is going to be the international shipping. All right. I cover all this in my training as well. I'm going to scroll down. I do like to put the advertisement on. You don't have to. I'm going to put it on for this one, because I know that this is going to start selling like hotcakes, and I want to give it a little push. You don't have to. You can even translate it if you want to. I'm not going to worry about any of that stuff. I'm going to publish it. It's going to cost me, like right now, I have some free listings to use, but it would cost 20 cents to put this up there. Publish it. All right. Now we just give it another refresh here. And I can come over here to active, and it should show that it's active, which is not yet. So it's a little delay. Let me refresh it. It gives me a sip of my coffee. There it is. Let's view it on Etsy. There it is live for sale. There's my mug. I have shop reviews in here. Obviously we didn't have a review on this mug, so it's not there. No one has it in cart. They don't know about it yet. They can come in here and buy it, and they buy it. And it goes directly to Icon Ecom. It'll be fulfilled over from Icon Ecom here. They handle it. It's done. So what do you guys think of that? Was that cool? So that was less than 10 minutes. I just created a new product from the absolute beginning phase of searching for stuff that's selling and making it happen. Tell me how simple that was. So I want you to guys right now in the chat box, go ahead and tell me, did I just blow your mind with how easy that is? Please tell me in the chat box, give me your comments. What are your thoughts on what I just did? That was live for you. Not bad at all. Easy peasy. Icon Ecom is a website. Yes, unbelievable. Easy, Kim says. Very easy. All right, simple. As long as you know what you're doing. All right. Bob says, nice, very straightforward. Yeah, I wanted you guys to see what this process looks like. All right. It's not that hard, but you need to know what you're doing, which is the value of the course. All right. Show you how this different thing is. And Miguel says, hey, Miguel comes in. Where's Dave's craft inspector? Great question, Dave. I don't cover it in this presentation, but that's another way, a great way to find the things that are selling already. So that would be more complicated to show that, just because that's another thing you have to buy. I'm going to show you how simple this is without the tools. But yes, a lot of you guys already have Craft Inspector. If you don't, I do suggest it is one of my main ways to find stuff. All right, so great stuff there. Miguel says, gotcha. Perfect. Yeah. Jan says that's a great tool. It is. I would love it. All right. So I said, that's something you can replicate. You guys can see that. And it's something you can do. Right. And I will show you every step of the way. If you're worried about any of those things I just did, I will show you step by step and many different angles and ways you can do it. All right. And Bob says, Dave G is awesome. Yes, he is. I'm glad you guys are on here. And I'm glad Dave's seeing this for the first time as well.
Thank you.
What are you saying, Dave?
I said, thank you. That's awesome. Love to see those comments come in.
And we were talking about before yesterday, Dave might actually make the Craft Inspector to be targeted right around the course. So that's pretty cool. I look forward to seeing him do that.
I already got
Dave,
some crazy.
Dave is a homie. There's Dave.
Right now.
Yeah, we're all us Dave's got to stick together. All right, great. So staying to the end here, I'm going to show you how you can get 100 of these mug designs already created for you. All right, it's one of the bonuses that we have with working with Icon Econ. So if you think that sounded great so far, realize I only went through secret number 1. Secret number 2 and 3 go a lot quicker, and then you'll have the whole system here. All right. So secret number 2 is about avoiding traffic completely. How to achieve online success without spending a single cent or a second spent on traffic. Now, you notice when I did that there, I went through and I did put on the advertising, and it's because it's the cheapest advertising that I can possibly get. But you do not have to click that. I clicked it because I wanted to get traffic right away, knowing that Mother's Day, as I'm recording this right now, as you guys are here, we're in that sales period, just starting. All right. So I wanted to give it a kick so it starts selling quicker. All right. You don't have to. Now, traffic is usually the lifeblood. It is the lifeblood of your business, right? But what if I told you that, that you actually don't have to have the traffic? You don't have to worry about the sales. You don't have to worry about money to make this business happen, right? Well, I'm going to show you how to avoid traffic completely so you don't have to worry about it at all. All right. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to push it. You're going to see that it's already there for the taking. All right. That's because I'm going to show you how to sell products on places that already have a ton of traffic. All right. Amazon and Etsy, they are getting tons of traffic. In fact, let me show you right here, how much traffic they're actually getting. Now, Amazon is getting 2.5 billion visits per month. All right. With most of these people that are going there to buy. All right. They're going there to buy, and they're not seekers. They're looking. Miguel says, can you fix your screen too zoomed in? Dave, are you seeing that correct? Or did it mess up when I redid it?
No, it looks good to me.
Looks good. All right, Miguel, you might want to just maybe close out and refresh it or something. All right, thanks for letting me know. Sorry about that. It's not working. Yeah, people are saying it's looking good. All right, so they're getting tons of buyers already. Amazon, as you guys know, is a place where people go to the 800-pound gorilla when it comes to buying things online on the marketplace. All right. Now, I don't suggest to start there with this business because it is harder. All right. But we can go through, and I teach you later how to get success on Amazon, on Etsy, and then push it over to Amazon. But here are some things that to show you exactly on average how many these sales are getting, and these are organic. All right. These mugs here, they're getting all this traffic organically, which means they're not having to pay for it. All right. So on average, this one's getting 20 sales a day. That's $5,000 per month. Again, very simple. This is a mug that doesn't, I could do so much better than this just using our word swag, right? But that particular design on a plain white mug is selling that much, making that much profit. All right. Here, this one here is, doing 3,000 per month. Again, just organic sales. They're not doing ads. All right. When I went through and searched these, there was nothing where it said ad. Okay. So they're just organically getting $3,000 profit per month on that one. Here, this one's doing over $6,000 profit a month. Again, look how hard it is to read. All right, we can do so much better. As I teach you how to do this, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's selling like that. I can do so much better. Yes, you can. All right. There's plenty of there for the taking. All right. This one's a little bit harder because it has a design in there, but that could be easily outsourced on Fiverr for $5 to get something like that. And you see this one's doing $5,000 a month. So was it worth paying $5 to have a design put together? Yeah. You don't have to in the beginning, but I will show you how you can do that as you can start using the profits to work for you. All right, so those mugs I just showed you right there alone, those 4 designs bring in over $19,584 profit per month. And that was just Amazon. We didn't even talk about Etsy. That's just Amazon. I could see the sales figures on Amazon, and that's how I get those estimates. All right. So we can follow the steps in secret 1, and you come up with these ideas and create these designs, these 4 in less than 30 minutes. All right. It works. Now, Etsy, on the other hand, they're not getting as much as Amazon, but they're growing. In fact, I saw a stat that they're 90% over year. That's how fast they're growing right now. So they're getting more and more people. They attract over 358 million people each month. That again, they're going there to buy. All right, they're going there to specifically buy a product that they want to find. This one right here. This one is an ugly design. It's 5,000 sales in a month is what we estimate this one's doing, and that's over $42,000, almost $43,000 a year. Okay, that's just on Etsy. Here's another, and you guys are mentioning Dave's software. This is how we can go through and we can see what they're selling. All right, with Etsy, they don't give us the numbers on their thing, but with Dave's cool software, we can get that. All right, this one here is a cheesy joke for Teacher Appreciation Day, which is coming up, right? There are 3.7 million teachers in the United States alone, and this one, at 1,000 per, 1,000 per sold, over 86, almost $8,600. This one here is a great gift for firefighters. All right, 10,000 sales, that's almost $86,000 in profit. Here's another one on Etsy. Look how easy this is. World's best ant. You think we can make a better design with that with word swag? Yeah, of course we can. $17,000. It only took them about 5 minutes to make that. We probably do it even quicker than that. All right, this one here is another one, a little bit more stuff that's on there. But again, $14,000, for every 1,000 sales that they're doing. All right, so how do Amazon and Etsy send you all this traffic? Well, like I said, the buyer's already there, and you can see that as you go through. They're using search. They go through, like I said, with Etsy, the same as Amazon. You start putting something in the search box, and it shows you. You just suggesting these different things because they know that there's a lot of people that are doing that. All right. Here is for Google results. All right, this is actually on Google. The first 3 results are for Amazon and Etsy. They're actually advertising for you. All right, they pay their own ads because they are working together with you. They get paid with the fees that we get. So they're actually working together to help us make sales. All right, here's another one here. Let's say if someone searches for coffee mugs for dads, right? In 95% of the time, the top results will be products on Amazon or Etsy. And when a person clicks on that link, he or she will be taken to a product page. However, now this is what happens as they scroll down on the product page. When they scroll down, you'll see other examples of things that are selling. They'll show exact same sections of people who saw X. They also checked Y. So if you do a good job with your page listing, and I'll show you how to do all this, your mug can eventually be in the recommended section on these other people on your competitors' web listings, basically. And if you have a good mug design, which you will, a portion of those people will click to check out your mug, all free traffic, and you simply are piggybacking off of someone else's organic traffic. And sometimes they're paid ads. So they're paying for paid ads, but you have stuff inside their listing, and they click over to you because they like yours better. All thanks to Amazon and Etsy. All right, great stuff. So this is what this business model, why this business model is different than anything else you've ever seen. If you want to have your own Shopify drop shipping store, you need to actually drive that traffic, right? You create your product, you need to drive the traffic to it. Dave, he has his software products, you need to drive traffic to it, or he has, somehow he has to pay for it. So even if you're just starting doing something as affiliate marketing, you still need to learn how to drive traffic. But when you're selling products like mugs on Amazon, Etsy, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's like having a store on Fifth Avenue in New York City. All right. You need to get people to look around and find you, right? And a lot of times you have to put a flyer out there, or put it on billboard, whatever, some kind of ad. But if you're on Fifth Avenue, thousands of people, and during normal times, I'm not sure if they're back to normal in New York yet, but usually people are walking by your store, and some of them will enter and see what you're offering. All right. So selling on Amazon, Etsy is like having your store right there on Fifth Avenue. All right. So if you're excited about this, and I've shared with you so far, all this stuff. Again, I told you I had a lot to share with you today. Put excited if you are excited about what is going on here, and I will get into secret number 3. Dave, I had a lot to share. I hope you're good with all this.
Yeah, this is amazing. I'm getting really excited watching this presentation. Hopefully everyone else is.
Good stuff. I'm fine. Blown away, Richard says. And I like to keep it to like about an hour, but I know we're going a little bit longer because of the example demo, and because you guys are interacting. I'm really, you guys put it out there, and I want to give more. So as long as you guys are good, Mohammed is cool, awesome, and I'm glad you guys are sticking around. All right, great. So let's get into secret number 3, which is this is the one, Dave, I know you're excited about. Fail often, make more. How to build a thriving online business even if you fail 98% of the time. All right. So the biggest misconception you need to realize is that you have to be perfect to succeed. And that's totally wrong. All right. This is Salvador Dali. He says, have no fear of perfection because you'll never reach it. All right. So don't strive for it. Realize that this is a numbers game. That's all this business is. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So if you're willing to invest just 4 weekends and 4 weekends to make this business happen for you, to create 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 plus a month income, is that something that you'd be interested in? Now, I say 4 weekends because a lot of people on this call are working full time. All right. So you can do it anytime. I'm just going to say, if you're working full time and you have weekends, whenever your time is off, would you be willing to invest that time for a trade-off to make the kind of money like clockwork month after month? Put me in the chat box if that's something that is something that you'd want to do, that you'd be willing to invest that kind of time into your business. That says cool. Bob says me. Rita says me. Me. Okay, there's a lot of Joanna, Dave for sure. Donald says 10 to 4. 10-4. Oh, I'm thinking hours, work hours. 10-4, he said. Got it. It was for like a CB code. Got it. All right, sweet. Well, I I would take you to, it'll take you no more than 5 minutes to create something like this. All right. Even a design like that, I'm going to show you how it doesn't take that much. All right. But let's just say 5 minutes to make a design, and you wanted to get to 100 simple designs in a weekend. So let's just say you have 9 hours you're going to put into the weekend, and it's going to take you 5 minutes per design. So if you're doing, thank you, honey. My wife just brought me a refill on my hot that I need for my throat to keep me going here. So in a weekend, 9 hours, let's say you can do 100 simple designs. All right. Makes sense. It's going to take you about that. Do realize, Miguel says best wife ever. Yes, she is. She's awesome. Do realize that as you get better at this, as you do this more and more, it's going to be faster and faster. All right. I can do it much quicker than that. I'm going to even show you how you can have other people do it for you. All right. But let's just say that, about a weekend, 9 hours there, you can get 100 designs up. So if you had 98% of those designs that you put up on Etsy and only 2 of them succeeded, that would be a 98% failure rate, right? But those 2 designs that you put up there, based on the numbers that we already did, would be about $2,863 per month by our standards as far as net profit to our account. The numbers we already worked out before. All right, $8.59. And we said the amount that we can sell in a month, it would work out to be right around there. Just trust me on the math, right? You can break it down if you want. But let's just say we repeat that now, the same process for 3 more weekends. So total of 4 weekends that you potentially have. Now you have 400 designs. 98% of them fail. You have 8 successful ones that could be generating you the $11,453 per month in profit. That's where we come up with that number. All right. And do realize if you want to do more, you can. If you want to do less, you do less. It's totally up to you what you're putting in. But I'm going to show you how these numbers work out. This is all a numbers game. All right. Sometimes you end up with just one design that goes viral and you reach that income with just one design. This one's doing that right there. Right. Of course, I talk to myself. Sometimes I need some expert advice. That one does on average 50 sales a day. All right. So that's great. But wait a second. Now this is where it gets better. This is what I'm going to show you. I mentioned this briefly when I went to the walkthrough, right? What if I told you you can double, triple, maybe even 10 extra profits with just a few extra minutes of work? Well, yeah, I'd be up for that, right? Well, here's how. Like I said, you're not only putting designs onto a mug, we're going to find a success, a winner. So we just found 8 winners with those 4 weekends, right? Now we can take the exact same design and put it on dozens of other products, right? Pillows, hoodies, t-shirts. You saw as I went through the walkthrough there, we can put on tumblers, on bags, on hats, wall canvas. All right, we can put on phone cases, mouse pads, flip-flops, laptop cases, socks, you name it, whatever we have. And I'll even show you how to go through other suppliers. If Icon Econ doesn't have it, we can create it. All right. And then put it up there for sale. So it only takes a few clicks to take that one design and then have it on dozens of other different products. All right. Now stay with me for a few more minutes here. I'm going to show you how you can get those 100 designs and you can make money from them, even if you fail 98% of the time. All right. So let me go over a little bit of a summary here of what we covered so far. Like I said, that was an hour of action-packed content. Hopefully I blew your mind with all this stuff, but here's what we went over. The JIT model is the safest and most cost-effective way for you to start an online business and generate online income monthly. All right. Selling printed products with the JIT model is the fastest and easiest way to get started. You don't have to worry about getting traffic. Amazon, Etsy already has a ton of it, and they want to share that with you. They want to work with you to make that happen. And again, like I said, this is all a numbers game. You're only looking for a 2% success rate to make thousands of dollars a month. And just so you know, the majority of my students do much better than a 2% success rate. All right. But I want to, again, everything here, I'm being very conservative with the numbers. I want to show you what you can achieve, even if you are terrible at this. All right. I've seen people do, I've seen people do that bad 2%. All right. But even if you're terrible or you're worried about that. So what I want to hear right now is this workshop, was this workshop valuable to you? Put in the chat box right now if you got value from this workshop. And again, I try to give it my all. I was excited to have this here for you, and know that again, this is cutting edge stuff. So again, what is failure? Education. Michael says, I agree. Bob says extremely. Yep, says I can't see the whole name there. Rich says money. Hell yeah. As if says yes. Thank you. Indeed, learned a lot. Lots of good info. Value packed. Yes. Okay. Wow. Great. Definitely value, Lee says. Okay. So hopefully that was worth your time to be on here today. So really at this point now, you have 3 choices. All right. Now, path number 1 is, hey, you do nothing with, I'm sorry, you do nothing with what you learned today. He's like, that was great. That was cool. But it's a good education. You just move on with your day, whatever. All right. That's path number one. You do nothing. Path number two, you can take what you learned today and you can try to do everything on your own. Now that option's there. I will show you in a minute why you probably want to take path number three, because when I share with you what we give you, it's going to show you how to pay for the course the way I teach you how to do this. Just being the deal that we get you through Icon Ecom is going to pay for the course for you. All right. And path number three is to leverage my experience to let me walk you through every step of the way. So remember, I failed for 8 years straight trying to figure this out on my own before I finally purchased an online course that got me to achieving my first success. All right. We have the proven path of success for you. All right. I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I've made in the past. And rather, I want you to start making profits right away, leveraging my experience to guide you along the way, the proven path to success. All right. Not only that, but we are in the second busiest time of the year for this business. And I really want to get you to get the ball rolling here, because getting some good designs over this next 2 months selling for you winners is going to propel you to the rest of the year to success. And if you miss that because you're trying to figure out on your own, that's going to be a lost opportunity cost for you. So what we're talking about here, this is the course I put together. It's called Etsy Profits Generator. And it is a tested, proven step-by-step system to help you make a significant online income. I'm not putting sales figures out there because it's only up to you what you want to do, by simply uploading text and images to one website. In this case, it would be Etsy. That's where we're going to start. And it's even if you fail 98% of the time. All right, so here's how this course works. So you're gonna go through detailed training. I'm gonna show you the ins and outs of this whole model, how it works. All right, I went over briefly a high level of stuff today. I get in a lot more detail, obviously, in the course. You're gonna use a fast start done for you package. The package that I'm giving you to start your business today, gonna help you again, just get running and making sales this weekend if you want to. All right. You're going to keep adding more and more designs. Use the ones we give you. You can customize them. You can create your own in less than 5 minutes. I'm going to show you so many different directions of ways you get designs. All right. It's all covered in there. So here's with the game plan. You're going to learn how to find the best profitable designs to target, then create the designs around those, upload them to our supplier, creating mugs first. If you want to do more than that, it's up to you, but I'm going to show you, how to do this stuff. But I would suggest mugs, and then push them to Etsy for sale. You're going to find your proven winners, all right, which you'll find pretty quickly, especially this time of year. And then you're going to use those designs to expand your product line, all right, go into other options, all right. Another way, I didn't talk about this at all on this call, but one amazing thing about this business model is you can have personalized designs. So you can get a design that's working. Now, all of a sudden, you can personalize with people's names, to and from, love, whatever. You can put dates on there, like around a wedding or birthday. You can customize the year, like 51, 50, whatever the birthday date. You can even customize images, all right? Personalization in this business is big. I did not talk about it one time because I want to show you how easy this is, but there's so many directions you can go with this. That's one of the biggest questions we get later is, hey, won't we have too many people doing this? No, because now you can add personalization in your own designs. It's your own creativity. There's going to be no problems with, don't worry about too many people doing this business. All right. We'll never hit that. Take your best sellers and push them to Amazon after that. And then I'll show you how to use it first with POD. Print on demand stuff, personalized options on Amazon. That's what sells best. Again, I will share you exactly what's working for us and to stay away from stuff to not even worry about that's not working for us. Okay. You get the insight from me as a top Amazon seller. And then you don't even have to go to Amazon if you don't want to, but if you want to do personalization, I will show you after that how to expand to private label. Now that's been my bread and butter since for almost 8 years now, selling private label. What that means is you can take your best-selling designs and products and put them into stock in Amazon, where when you go to Amazon, people can buy it and have it to their door in 2 days or less. That's Amazon Prime, right? That's where we can really explode our sales, and you don't have to do that. Now, that is putting inventory up front, all right? So you do not have to do it, but I'll show you how you can do FBA and make that happen for you. I do cover all that in this course. So here's what you're going to be getting inside Etsy Profits Generator. There is a full 8-module video course where I'm going to show you in full detail every step of the way. And you're going to show you how to find ideas all the way to turn the profits from an absolute novice. All right. If you don't know anything about what I share with you today, that's actually a good thing. You have nothing's going to be holding you back. No preconceived notions. All right. So here's what it looks like. Module 1 is all about discovering the designs. So you need to get those creative ideas first, right? No, you're going to find them. We're going to show you where those winning designs are, how you can find them on sites like Etsy, on Amazon, eBay, all kinds of different places, and share. We're going to know that they're selling based on how I'm going to show you that they're selling. Like I showed you at Etsy today with the reviews and also the in the cart. Those are huge. Module 2 is all about creating your own designs. All right, I'm going to show you how you make your stunning designs. I showed you one way today with word swag. There's so many other ways of doing it. All right. And again, I am not a designer and I do this business all day long. Module 3 is creating the products. We're going to actually get them now turned into your physical products. So I showed you when I uploaded to Icon Ecom. We're going to do that. Then we're going to push it out to Etsy. We're going to create the products for sale. And I'm going to show you how to do everything. So you don't have an Etsy store, it's fine. I'll show you step-by-step how to set up a brand new store, how to set up correctly, and how to maximize for results. Then we start getting into the juicy stuff. So module 5 is all about optimization and growth, where I'm going to show you my powerful strategies and tactics, hacks to get more traffic from Etsy, even more sales, and make even more profits. Sorry, we're going to take it to the next level. And I keep on, as we go through module 8, expanding and growing more to take this business model to crazy different directions if you want to. Module 6 is about expanding to other marketplaces. So I show you how to expand to Amazon. I show you how to do Shopify if you want to do Shopify as well. Icon Ecom, I just found out from them a couple days ago that they're going to have their own store here soon. And, you know, we can have that set up to do different things. I'll cover that later another time. Module 7 is about expanding to Amazon private label, like I told you. So if you want to expand to that, you know, that's a way that you can, you know, leverage the growth, leverage your designs to really make a lot more money. And then module 8 is all about taking your business to the next level. You know, you've gotten that far. I'm going to show you how to really maximize it and make this an unstoppable business and legacy for you and your family. Again, sky is the limit. This is a look at the inside here. We have over currently 17 hours of in-depth video training where I walk you through every step of the way and like finding ideas to turning on the profits. I will continually update this all the time, and you guys will have access to the updates all the time. All right. And again, this is what I do. So as things are changing or happening, I upload them in the course, so you have access to everything. All right. Now, many of my students have, you know, paid me. I showed you before that, you know, people, actually, I don't think I shared this one with you, but I've had people pay me up to $13,000 for high-end mastermind events. And, you know, people value my training, but, you know, since it is not in person, it's digital. That's going to put a value of it of, you know, $2,997. I knew that just this course alone, I could sell it for this amount all day long. It would be totally worth it, especially if you can make that amount monthly, month after month after month. It'd be highly worth it. All right. But I need to stop there with the course, and that's not what I'm selling it for as well. I want to make sure that we had a way to communicate together as a private community. All right. So this is a place where you can ask lots of questions about specific things about your business. If you're feeling stuck or feeling down, you can get help. I have this whole community of people, of students paying it back, paying it forward. We help each other. And that's what you're going to have access to, the like-minded people, exchange ideas, and you can even form partnerships if you want to, help you overcome your challenges. And, you know, we do also coaching sessions. I just had yesterday a training that I did with our students, and just anytime I can give you more knowledge, ideas, and strategies to use, and updates. We had an update, a Q&A call as well. Now, a community, you see, this is a Facebook one here. That, as you can see, you know, people can be paying like $97 a month just to join a kind of community like that. And just so you guys know, I'm not using Facebook anymore. With all the stuff that's going on in the world, we moved away from Facebook. We're using a site called MeWe. It's totally free. I think it's better than Facebook, but we're using that. But I'm giving you lifetime access to this community. So I'm going to put a value of that of $2,328 for this closed community that you get access to me and my students. Now, this is the one that I'm super pumped about, because the deal that we have with Icon Ecom, we give you the VIP treatment, whereas if you try to do this business yourself, you could succeed. I have people signing up with my course. They know how to do this business. They're signing up with me just to get this deal. All right. Because like I said, this will pay for itself over and over again. So let me tell you what you're getting. So to help you make money faster, we partnered up with Icon Ecom to give you the VIP treatment, additional tools and better prices that will bring you in more profit. So let me tell you, first of all, why we moved with Icon Ecom. I've known Randy Park, the owner, for many years now. Great guy. I love what they're doing, and I love the quality of their products. You see, here's a person here. Vicky was talking about that she's worked with them since 2015, and you know, everything is great. They have a good processing time, shipping times. They take care of your customers. All this stuff, you know, premium products is important. Here's another one. This is John, and he's been working with them since 2016. And you'll see that all his reviews, I think that was the last one too, that we get 5-star reviews all the time at Etsy, which is so important. It's important that we get good reviews from our customers, because that is showing people that we have quality stuff, and you'll get your store growing and growing faster. And you'll get these reviews because of the quality products that they have. All right. Randy doesn't mess around. I saw Brian put in there, Randy Park is legit, known him since 2015. Love working with Randy. All right. So with this treatment, we are going to be not only working with a great company, but we're going to get some integrations here that are going to be free for the first year. Now, by automations, integrations, what this is when I showed you with, when we're connected to Etsy, connected to Amazon, or you push that one button, it gets loaded there. It's what communicates your supplier to your store. All right. And they charge per month. Now for Icon Ecom, they charge for Amazon $20 a month. Now, this doesn't start until you actually open your Amazon store. So if you're going with Etsy first, you're not starting Amazon for a few years or next year or whatever, it starts when you start it. All right. You'll get that $20 a month covered for the first year. So that's $240 value just for that integration. Those of you guys that might already use Icon Ecom. So Brian, if you're working with them, you might know that that's what they charge. All right. We're also going to throw in there the Etsy first year of integration. Now they charge $10 a month for Etsy. So the first year that covers $120. So we're already at $360. It gets better though, because this is the one that really makes a difference. We get $1 off the standard mug prices, the 11-ounce mugs I showed you before. So instead of paying $4.99, we pay $3.99. We also get $1 off the tumblers and water bottle pricings. Now, just this alone is huge. All right, because remember, if you have that 8 successful designs and 16,000 sales a month for that design, that right there is an extra savings of $16,000. You're saving an extra $1. All right. That is huge, right? Because that will pay. And it doesn't matter. You could be doing more. It doesn't matter. You're always going to be saving that $1, and that's going to pay for itself over and over and over again. This is what I said. This actually covers the price of the course. So we're also going to get these 100 done for you templates that I told you about. All right. Jan says 2 minutes left. Yeah, we're just about done here, Jan. Let me going through exactly what you're getting here. This is about a $700 value, because if you were to go and try to buy these designs yourself, you're going to pay about $7 per design. All right. So that's a $700 value right there. All right. So this brings the total value, just Icon Ecom alone, the VIP treatment, is over $17,000. And like I said, it's only available to Etsy Profit Generator students. But again, I'm going to be conservative with you. And let's just say we only have 2 successful designs in a year, and you have 4,000 mugs that you sold. That's a $4,000 in savings in your pocket year after year. So even though it's valued much more than that, I'm going to put the value of this one at $5,060. So that brings your total value of $10,385. So even an investment of that today, it'll be a great deal, because like I said, you're going to pay for it over and over again, and you're not going to have lost opportunity costs, because I show you how to get started and make it happen for you right away. All right. But you're not going to pay that much here today. Everything is getting everything inside of Etsy Profits Generator to help you make a significant income online. So we're going to cross that right out. Now, I could easily sell this for $5,997. But again, I want to make this affordable for people. As I already shared, this is where I wanted to launch my course at. I wanted to do $2,997. And I could sell this for all day long. I know someone else that's selling a similar course, not anywhere close to what I teach, but they're selling for that price. But you're not going to pay for that here today either. What I did was I made this so absolutely brain dropped, easy, simple to celebrate the launch. Is I'm pulling out all the stops with this, and then this is just going to be what you're seeing here, plus all the bonuses you're going to be getting. I brought this down to get access to everything right there that we already talked about. For just one payment of your first payment of $397, you get access to everything. Or it's 3 easy payments of $397. Now, some people will say that, hey, I want to make a full-time payment. When you go to the page, you'll see that you can actually, if you don't want to do the $397 times 3, you can do one payment of $997. That's there. Dave, you want to do me a favor? If you could throw that link into the chat box there. It's etsyprofitsgenerator.com/Dave. All right. So if you get that in there, I'll just keep going here. So you guys have that. We can hop in there at any time. I'm going to show you. If you go to that page, you'll actually see the different things that you get as well. But I'm going to go through the bonuses. But this is important to me. I want to share with you the successes that we're getting from our students. This is from people that started in November and December. All right. You'll see here that there's tons of success stories. All right. I think I have maybe 2 or 3 pages of this. All right. This is what I get excited about. This Pearl person over here, this is her first 30 days, $1,900 in revenue. All right. That's getting a brand new store going. Mark said, I had 25 designs right before Christmas and 29 orders in a couple of weeks. Awesome. Chris over here hit 50 sales after 3 weeks of advertising. So he decided to put advertising on. All right. So he started killing it. We have Bevan up here. This is my first post. Actually a young stroke survivor determined to make become a successful mugpreneur. She, in 3 weeks, she had 28 sales. Steve, 100 sales. Woohoo. January 5th. Right. So again, I didn't start selling this course until November 5th. So if he came on right away, in 2 months, he already hit 100 sales. Right. And so that's incredible. Tim right there, past 100 sales. Here's someone's screenshot of 1,900. I do have another one here. So much excitement. Shop over 2 days and the customer purchased 5 of the same mug for my first sale. How about that? That's pretty cool. Right. Boom. This time a sale for $433 in Australia. Nice margin of $250 or so. Great. So you see, they just keep coming in. Right. People are, just starting this store and following exactly the way I teach and making it happen. So I know that I've been talking for quite some time. So I want you guys to start putting questions in there. I see there's a lot in the Q&A box. Any questions, put it in there. And I know stuff's coming in the chat box. The questions I'm going to hit in there. I want to tell you, I'm going to get through all of them. But guess what? I'm not done yet because I want to go through bonuses with you. This is what's going to take it over the top for you. So bonus number 1, we have white glove support. All right. And this is where I'm going to make sure that I am getting you to success. It's of utter importance to me that me and my team is taking care of you. And that's not just an empty promise. You guys will see as you get in there, people will tell you, and Dave's been in there seeing what we're doing. I take care of our people. All right. So let's say you have a specific question or challenge or obstacle. It requires experience. I'm going to answer that for you. Now realize that people seek me out, right? I don't have time to do even individual coaching anymore, but I will personally record a video to answer your question and to help you get on the path to your success. So this is important to me. And I know it's important to you. You're putting your hard-earned money on the line and your time. And I want you to get there sooner rather than later. So I will do that. And, remember, people pay me up to $13,000 to work with me personally, but I'm going to give you this at a value of $19.97. All right. That's bonus number 1. Bonus number 2, it only makes sense for me to give you access to all the videos I've done. So I will give you a video vault access where you will see the same thing that I recorded for the students. So as I recorded it for you, I am going to give you access to it as well. So all my video answers are going to be in the video vault. And as you have questions, just put it in there. If something's missing, because there's some that obviously are in there already, go take advantage of it. All right. You're going to get full access to all the video answers so you can learn from other people's challenges and use my answers to reach your goals. All right. And updates will be in there as well. Even if I come up with things in there, I answer stuff before it even becomes a question because I see things coming. All right. That value, we're going to put it at $497. So that's bonus number 2. Bonus number 3. Now it says live webinars, Q&A calls. I have ones that we did where I actually did them for the module training. So every single module we did one. I'm going to be doing, when I first started this, we only had a few students that were in there, and I don't think I advertised it well that we're having a call. I'm going to do module 1. I'm going to redo it again. So probably next week, I'm going to let you guys know that we're going to do a module 1 Q&A call. So it'll be perfect time for you guys getting in there, because as you progress from through the training, you're going to have questions still. And I want to make sure that I'm answering them for you. We'll do them live on the call, just like this. In fact, I will be using the Zoom meeting platform where you can see me, I can see you. We can talk to each other. I don't mess around when it comes to these things. I'm all about, I want to be able to see you, talk to you, build relationships with you. All right. And you'll work directly with me and get updates to what you need. All right. Like I said, we have the 8 webinar Q&A calls. They're all recorded already, and they're in there, but I'll do another one. I'll commit to you guys to make sure that probably next Wednesday or Thursday, we'll get that scheduled and I'll put it up there. You guys will have access to that. All right. That alone has a value of $997. As you see, that value is increasing. We're all the way up now to almost $14,000 in value, and I still have more. The bonus number 4, this is important to me because I want to see you guys to see exactly what I'm doing. So not only do you get access to my store, that you'll see my test store I'm going through and how I'm growing that, but I want to give you access to case studies. How would you like to see some of my coffee mug winners that I've already done? Some stuff from last year. Well, I'm going to share with you some of my few mug winners breaking all the numbers down specifically with keywords. And, if I was spending ads on them, I'll show you my ad spend, what that looked like. And you'll see why I use ad spend. Again, you don't have to with this business, but I'll show you why I do, because it's so cost effective. But don't let it scare you. You don't have to do that. One of the mugs I cover in the case study is that one I told you about, that the boss's day, where I just wasn't, I couldn't believe it. It was ridiculous. That thing took off. I didn't even know there was a boss's day. Anyway, you see that's growing there. So that is a total value of $14,873, where you can get started just a simple payment. Your first payment, $397, with only 2 more to make after that. You can get access to everything. All this is in there when you get in there. All right, that first payment. There's not many people that have courses out there that won't give you access to everything for that first payment, but you can. And again, if you want to save a little money when you go in there, you'll see there's an option to do $997 for that full payment. All right. Now, this is everything you need to start making a significant income online. And you can think about it, how could that change your life? $10,000 a month in profit. Now, again, we're not talking revenue here. Profit. What can it do for your life? If you can achieve that, let's say maybe you go a little slower and it takes you 5 or 6 months to get that. I showed you my numbers from Christmas. Well, it takes you all the way to November to really get things rolling for you. And you do, 20, 30,000, maybe more than that for Christmas. I did, I think, over 60,000 for Christmas last year, our first Christmas using Etsy. All right. There's options there. Just think about what you can achieve with that. Again, know what your why is and then make it happen. Go out there and achieve it. Right. So how would just an extra $3,000 a month change your life? I know that people are losing their homes because if they just had an extra I think there's a stat that was out there recently. If they just had an extra $450 per month income to their household, it would save them from going to foreclosure. All right. So think about what that can do for you. All right. You get a lot of stuff here. I laid it all out. I have everything out there for success for you guys and make it happen. EtsyProfitsGenerator.com. Get started for your first payment, $397, or save yourself some money and pay $997. Before I go through the Q&A, I have some FAQs. All right. This is a lot of times this will take care of a lot of the questions because people are asking these same things. I try to cover as much as I can in the presentation, but again, I go through it so fast. So I'm gonna hit these, and then Dave will start going through some of the questions that are in there. And like I said, I want to try to answer everything you guys have and make sure that we're covering everything. So make sure it's in the Q&A box, not the chat. I saw some questions come in the chat. Put them in the Q&A because the chat box goes by so fast. I might not see all of them. So can I do this business? Can I build this business from anywhere in the world? Yes. Like I said, all you need is a laptop or a computer with an internet connection. It doesn't matter what country you're in. Do realize I will teach you how to start it on Etsy.com in the United States first. All right. So people, a popular one is people that are in the UK, and I know there's people that are on the UK watching this right now. If you're in the UK, you do have a Etsy in the UK, but it doesn't have the kind of volume that we have in the United States. Even for you guys, I would recommend starting in the US so you can work with my supplier, because then you would have to go through and get another supplier. You can ship anywhere in the world with Etsy.com. All right. And if you do want to build a store in your home country later, you can, but start where the money is. Start with Etsy.com. But the answer, yes, you can do this from anywhere in the world. How much money does it take to start this business? Now, this is a very common question. I cover this. I talk about this as we go through, but all you really need is to pay for 20 cents per listing. So Etsy, they will charge you. It doesn't cost anything to open a store, but they charge you every time you put a new listing up. So you put a new listing up, they charge you 20 cents. So every mug design you put up, every new product you put up, it's 20 cents. That lasts for 4 months. Whenever it's purchased, they charge you another 20 cents. It's in the purchase price, and it's in the fees, basically. So 20 cents to get it up there. So if you do 100 listings in a weekend, the way I show you, that would cost you a whopping $20 to put those listings up there for 4 months. All right. Whereas an Amazon account, when you start selling on Amazon, they charge $40 for a professional seller's account. All right. They do have a free version, but it's worth doing the professional seller's account. But you're going to be starting on Etsy. Don't worry about Amazon. So you're paying 20 cents per month. That's your expenses. Now, if you want to have word swag, $5 per month. All right, for that. It's worth it. If you want to have Craft Inspector, if you don't have Dave Gwendon's Craft Inspector yet, we have the deal for our students right now at $47, one-time purchase. That's it. I put it in there. I have the link in there for you guys to get. I think he sells it for $67 to the general public. We have it for $47. All right. I highly suggest that one software right there is going to help you run circles around other people. All right. If you want to do, you pay for, Canva, or I do other, different things with editing software, you can, you don't have to. All right. But that's really all you have to worry about for expenses. Do you offer any guarantees or refunds? Now, because this is a digital download, you can access everything right away. I do not have refunds with this. I go a step better with that. Now, don't get me wrong. When you purchase anything online, you have a 3-day resending period. So you do have 3 days. If you get in there and you're like, this is not for me, let me know within 3 days. I'll give you your money back. All right. After that, though, it's more about a success guarantee. I am going to guarantee your success when you purchase this course from me, because again, I'm about you succeeding. If you want to succeed, you will succeed with me in my course. All right. I'm going to make sure of it. That's my success guarantee to you. I will work with you until you succeed. And what does success mean to you? Well, I'll make sure that you at least get paid this course back and over and beyond that. All right. Where you get, now, once you start paying the course back, it'll pay for itself over and over and over again. All right. So that's the success guarantee. How long do I have access to the course or content? Life. All right. Lifetime access, and you'll get access to all the updates I have as well. And I don't have any money to pay for this course right now. What can I do to get started? This is a common question. People are struggling. I know people have been out of work, maybe, with pandemic stuff, you guys had some difficult times. I get it. It's hard to move forward in creating a business when you don't have any funds. I will tell you right now, the best, and I showed you 2 times in my life where I didn't have the money either, and I put it on a credit card, and by doing that, I put my back up against the wall and I made it happen for myself and my wife. All right. We had to do that. Sometimes people have to do that to make it happen. Now, if you have a credit card, that's the way you could do it. Now, if you don't have a credit card, I'll give you another way you could do it. So Joe said, I don't have a credit card. PayPal. PayPal right now, and I'm not sure if it's across the world or just certain places, but they have PayPal credit, and you can get 6 months credit. You can use their PayPal credit to pay for this course, and you don't have interest on it for 6 months. All right. 6 months, you have to pay any payments or interest. And then as long as you pay it back before 6 months is up, you don't pay anything extra. All right. That's an option. You might actually go through and find someone else that you can partner with. Maybe you have someone that has some cash that they're willing to work with you. You do the work, they put the cash in, whatever. Your biggest upfront cost for this is going to be this course. That's it. And like I shared with you, it's going to pay for itself over and over and over again. All right. So let's go into some of these questions. And we have a bunch of them in there. So Dave, if you want to come on, just rattle off some of these questions that we have, and we'll start busting through them.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see. Some of these things that I'm just going to put answer live if we already answered them. What is your average net profit per mug? Rick says on there, and that's $8.59. I think that was a question that came in really early. Tamara says, no Facebook ads even. I have never used a Facebook ad for this business. Okay. You can. I know there's people out there that are using Facebook ads and other ads. If you know how to do it, feel free. I don't teach it because you don't have to. Last thing I want you to do is lose money. All right. I want you to make money in this business. Where is it? Is this scalable as well as to outside the United States? So again, there was an early question that came in there. Jan said that. I think I've covered that. And it's so scalable. So yes, you can do it I teach you in the United States first, but you can definitely, go wherever you want with that. David says, hi, this is the same price as the last webinar he did with Onyx. So just so you guys know, like I shared with, I work with Onyx and Gall from Learn, and they also sell with Rich Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And that course it's the same course, but branded differently. All right. That course is called Printable Profits. This one's Etsy Profit Generator. It's my course. You actually get a better price through me because you get directly through me instead of going through the other company. All right. So if you've already seen it, Dave, or you're already part of it, then you might already have it if you already have that. Lisa says, curious, what do you teach and what student age? What do you teach? Oh, what did I teach? So I taught so many different kids. I taught, my background was secondary ed, and my first job where I was doing that $22,500 a year, that was technology and computers, which got me interested in internet. All right. So I went to school for a history teacher, but I started teaching technology and computers. That's what got me, looking at all these different things. And that was awesome. I've also taught now. I worked in a K-8 elementary school. I taught 2 years in Japan, working with high school kids and all kinds of different subjects. All right, so hopefully that answers your questions there. Let's see. If I can afford it, I can take action. Hopefully, again, hopefully it's affordable for everybody. Is there? The question is there any replay? As I have to leave soon for an appointment, and that person probably already left. But yes, there will be a replay. You'll also get a message from Zoom, I believe, tomorrow. It's like 24 hours after they automatically send a message. All right. I know PayPal, but do we need to have a bank account in the United States? Great question. You do not need to have a bank account in the United States. You can actually, in fact, I cover in the course if you're an international student outside the United States, how you can actually utilize some different tools, some software out there to get the best exchange rate and to get paid in whatever currency you want to get paid in. So you do not need a U.S. bank account. You do not need a U.S. address. I cover all that. All right. Lisa said, let's see, that was something regarding the technology. Wim, can you explain how to do market research? So I went pretty much detail with that. Dave, do you think I need to cover anything more in market research? That came in an hour ago, so maybe I already covered all that, do you think?
Yeah, you did some really good market research there. If they watch the replay, they'll get all that.
Definitely. Yeah, so women, hopefully I answered that as I went through stuff, and I can do more. In fact, you know what? Actually, this weekend, I believe Dave's going to be sending out, I have 2 bonus videos that I'm sending out to you. One that covers more questions, and another one that actually does more research. So you'll have that in the video. I think that'll go out Saturday. So feel free to take advantage of that. What is the name of that supplier website? Icon Ecom. Icon Ecom. All right. It's but again, it's free to sign up with them, but you'll get better stuff through me. And just so you guys know, if you already have an Icon Ecom account, once you become a student, I'll show you how to go through and contact them to get switched over to our students. You get our prices and you get our VIP deal. What does the affiliate link Icon Ecom to Etsy cost per month? The affiliate link, I think you mean the automation link, and that is $10 a month, but we cover the first year. So the first 12 months is covered. So that is part of the bonus you get through us. As if says, is it possible to get the recorded webinar? I have to work at 10 minutes. So he's probably already gone. Yes, you'll get that. And Michael says, what is failure? Education. I think I saw that in the chat. You're exactly right. Failures is all about you learn from it and you get better. But my goal is to show you how to fail less. All right. So you can not have to go through that learning period and, you can get there quicker. And let's see, Natalie, do you also work with other suppliers than Icon Ecom? Great question, Natalie. Yes. I show you in the course where you can actually go through other suppliers that you can work through. Again, I found that Icon Ecom is the best option that we currently have. And but yeah, there's like, for example, I know they don't have hats, and I haven't tried to market hats yet, but I know that in order to do hats, I did suggest other suppliers. I think it's Custom Cat was one of the suppliers, maybe Printful is another one that we can actually get the hats and we can do it with another supplier, and they can integrate those multiple suppliers into your same Etsy store. George says, can you please give a brief overview and the integrations for Etsy and Amazon or elsewhere? I'm very sorry, but I logged late. The integration. So basically, it just means that, we cover the first year with Icon Ecom. All right. They normally would charge you $20 a month for Amazon, $10 a month for Etsy. What it does basically, it allows the 2 platforms to talk to each other. So your supplier is talking to your store and vice versa. So George, when you watch the replay, you'll see I went through a demo where I created the product on Icon Ecom. I pushed it over to my Etsy store and it connected automatically. I didn't have to copy and paste. It was an automatic connection. When the order now goes through, that order will be sent automatically to Icon Ecom. Then they'll start producing it. When it gets done, they'll send it back to Etsy, which will tell the customer, yes, it's completed. Here's your shipping tracking. All right, it's super cool. It works the same for Amazon as well. Lee says, can you apply the automated POD system with Etsy with Amazon as well? Yes, you can. So I cover that. With Amazon customers, though, we do find that the personalized mug designs, all the personalized designs work better on Amazon. And it's because Amazon the customers love to get the products, in 2 days or less. You can't do that with a print-on-demand product. It takes 3 to 8 business days to get it printed. And you're upfront. We tell people upfront in our store that, hey, just so you know, this is printed on demand, so it's going to take some time to get created before it gets sent out. All right, but I do suggest the POD for Amazon to do personalized products, and I cover all that in the training. What payment methods do you accept? So, Joanne, it's all kinds of different payment options. You have your credit card options, debit options, and PayPal. It should all be on that page. If anyone, by the way, is having any issues with payments, please let me know, and we'll help you out after we get off the call as well. Richard says, or asks, what are Etsy requirements to open a store? So great question, Richard. There are none. You have no requirements. You need to have a name, your email, your address that you put wherever you're located. You do need to come up with a store name. I covered that. Just come up with something briefly. I show you just how to do it. You can change it after you create it. But yeah, it's free to open up an Etsy store. It only costs you when you actually load something up for sale. Lisa says, Dave says he is offering us a one-time fee discount for Craft Inspector. That is correct, Lisa. If you, in module 1, I can't remember if it's lesson 9 or 10, I go over Craft Inspector and I share the link in there for students only. So you'll be able to get that. And Dave, I believe that's your best price that you offer for that product, isn't it?
Yep, that's correct. I think it's, video number 9.
Oh, you know better than me. Probably because you just went through it recently, right? No, he knows because he knows I'm advertising his software. So definitely take advantage of that. Mike says, asked 3 to 4 months ago, I opened my Etsy store, but the next day they closed it and no clue why. They don't ask me back. Can I open my Etsy again? So the Etsy they have an automated way of shutting people down. And I think it's just because they don't want people just running rampant with just opening stores or having, they don't want automate. They're probably people have software now that's automating stores. They don't want that. They want real people that are opening, that have their stores. So I hear this a lot. I have a lesson and a whole video answer on this one of this happens a lot and how to get that back. So there's a way to get a hold of them. In fact, I share a phone number that you can call them. I had a guy that I was on our Q&A call 2 days ago that he was down as well. He called the number. It was operational again within the hour. So I would suggest that you get that the one that you opened that got shut down, get that open again. It's just a matter of them. They're going to say, oh, sorry, we just want to make sure that you're a live person. Don't open a new one because they'll find that you're like, oh, this person with this IP, they tried this before. We shut them down before. We shut them again. They'll link it. All right, so get that fixed. I covered that in the training, how to get it back. DMG says, it asks, is it easy to do if you and other Etsy POD companies with the one you provide? Is it easy to do? It's very easy. Everything I showed you how to do, I'm not sure I really understand the question, but are you asking about other POD companies besides Icon Ecom? Is probably what you're asking. Yes, I think it's easy with most of these companies, and everyone's a little bit different, obviously their website, but when you set it up, they also have the automated software that you can have to connect the stores. If you already have a niche on Etsy, can you apply this model? Of course you can. Yes, you can do in whatever niche you want. And you can have stuff that you're selling on Etsy and totally, it can be like a Walmart superstore if you want. You can separate them out in topics. You can have 20 different layers of your store basically, but realize that people, they find your listing separately. They don't really find your store. So it's okay. It's just your listing is what they're going to. And, sometimes they'll go and see what else you're selling, but definitely that is okay. Do you use, Joseph, do you use Dave's tools for finding winning designs? Can you do a demo of that? I do a demo of that in the course, and Dave does a great job with his training as well. So there's plenty of stuff that are out there. Joe, I do cover that in the course. I don't have time to do it today because we're already almost 2 hours in. All right. Craft Inspector, one-time fee plus, please send the link. Thank you. You will get that link in the student access. So you guys can only get that $20 off. So that's really another one of the bonuses I should put in there too. You can only get that if you're a student. All right. So hop in there and grab it. And let's see. Do you also work with other suppliers in Icon Ecom? I already answered that one. 3 to 4 months ago, I opened my Etsy store, but they closed. Okay, I already answered that one. Sorry about that, guys. So just going through this. Do you stay away from political inspired designs? Wim asked that question. Great question. The answer is no. I love political inspired designs. Now, I like to put things that I believe in. I don't like promoting stuff that that promotes the other side of things. That's just the way I am. I know I have students that do both sides. They don't care. They just care about making money. I care about making the world a better place. So I try to stick to my own views. But no, it's definitely, you can do political inspired designs. In fact, last year with the elections, the Biden and Trump stuff, those things sold like crazy. They still, sell like crazy. So definitely take advantage of that if you want to do it. Yeah, you do. If you do ads though in some of those things, you might pay a little more because of so there are a lot of people that are doing it. Okay. Why you didn't provide more information about Amazon integration? It looks that you're specifically in Etsy, not Amazon. Great question. So first of all, I can only cover so much. As you see, I probably did way too much on this call because we've been on for almost 2 hours as it is. I know people have lives. You guys want to get back to that. I cover it in detail in the course. Now, the reason why I didn't do it on this call, I did cover, that we find some of the research on Amazon, but I don't cover it because I don't want you to start on Amazon. All right. It is easier to start on Etsy and to get a brand new person going. All right. Amazon. I started Amazon. Actually, I first started selling on Amazon in 2009. In fall 2009, I started doing private label in 2013. Amazon has, back then it was like what Etsy is today. Very easy, very hard to fail. All right. Amazon, you can fail if you don't know what you're doing. And if you don't have designs already that are working. I don't cover it because it is harder. And if you just try to start Amazon right now without Etsy, you've never done it before, good luck. All right. I would not point you that direction because I don't want you to go there and I want you to fail. All right. I do it this way because this is what's proven to work. And I've done it over and over again. So trust me on this. That's why I did that way. I don't cover it because I don't want you guys doing it right now. All right. But I do cover it extensively in the course. Charlie asks, do you need to file taxes in each state like you do with Amazon, on Amazon, and you sell on Etsy? First of all, I don't do it on Amazon either. Amazon, Etsy now collect the taxes for you as far as sales tax, and they file it on your behalf. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Regarding taxes, you will pay on your earnings. Now, realize I'm not a tax attorney or a CPA, so consult with yours. Don't worry about things until you're making profits. When you make profits, then you're going to pay taxes like you do like for anything else. Okay, but you don't have to worry about sales tax. Is MeWe group for new members only? I'm in the November group. Thanks, Dave. So if you are in the November group, you might. So if you're in the Learn group, Learn has its own separate Facebook group. The MeWe group is for my own private ones I've sold the Etsy Profits Generator. Okay, so that could be MH there. That would be the difference. So the people that purchase Etsy Profits Generator through me, they're going into the MeWe group, and they all come in there for everybody. We all are in there together. Tamer asked, do we need to pay for other tools or courses? I already covered that. The answer is no. Definitely not courses. I cover everything in here, and the tools I already showed you before, the expenses that we need, and there's other options if you want to do things, but you don't have to. Michael asks, how do the mug prices compare with Gear Bubble and Printful? Do you know? And then also, can you separate family members access the course? I want to partner with my son, and they're not together. Okay, so the prices, I've used Gear Bubble before, and Printful I have. The mug prices are cheaper than what they offer. And now Gear Bubble is a good product. I like Gear Bubble. I've used them before. In fact, I use them a lot as well. Gear Bubble now because prices have increased, they've actually, I think it's like a 0.7% increase on every sale. And so they're even more expensive. I like Gear Bubble. They're more expensive. I get better communication through Randy, and I think their products, they have more options. All right. Printful, it's a big, huge company. You're going to pay more for them, and but you can get things through Printful as well. So hopefully that answers that question. And as far as the access, just get a hold of me, and we can set up separate access if you need to, or you can log in with the same. I don't have it where we flag for two people logging in from the same address. Okay. Hopefully, Michael, that answers your question there. Greg, had to pull away for part of the presentation. Do you help review, make recommendations to improve our own ideas? Through the MeWe group, I do. So feel free to put it in there. Not only me, but also students paying it forward. So everyone is out there helping each other. So do that. I don't give personal support I will share this with you guys though, that later this month with my Learn group and Onik, that we're going to start doing some higher level coaching stuff. And that will be available if people have need. And I can give you guys that if you want to take advantage of it as well. Do you need a website in order to sell? Kathy asks. And that's one of the beauties of this business. I covered in there, no website, no inventory, no stock to manage, none of that. The answer is no. We're utilizing the marketplaces that already exist, which is why we don't have to worry about traffic either. If you want to get your own store later for Shopify, or like I said, Icon Ecom is going to have their own store, you can. The benefit of that to you would be to put people or to have if you have someone that wants to do a bigger order, personalized order, do it through your own store. Then you don't have to pay the Etsy or Amazon fees. So there's options with that, but you would have to drive your own traffic, and we don't want to worry about traffic, so we don't worry about our website either. Rita says, who handles customer returns, supplier or seller? Great question, Rita. Now, when it comes to returns, hardly non-existent, to be honest with you. Now, things do break. Now, we get things that will break in the mail, just part of life, and usually what we'll do is we'll ask so the customer will send you a message, say, hey, I received this broken. You got to get a picture of it. So yeah, send me an image of that picture of the broken mug. They'll send it to you. You say, okay, would you like to have, I can do a free replacement sent to you, or I can give you a refund. They'll let you know. Most of the time they want the mug, they want the product. So then you contact Icon Ecom. You'll send them the information from their order. Say, hey, I have this customer. Here's a picture of what they received. It was broken. Can you please send them a free replacement? And they will. And that's taken care of that way. You don't have to return the broken one. If they want a refund, you issue them a refund through your Etsy account, and then you get refunded from Icon Ecom. All right, it's all handled. As far as returns, though, like if they don't like it, we have written on our Etsy store, I think we have 15 days to return it. If they want to return it, you can have it sent wherever, either back to Icon Ecom or to you if you're local, if you're in the United States. But we state on there that not only do you have 15 days to do it, but you also have to pay for your own return label. So if it's not our fault, you're going to pay for the return. When they see that the return is going to cost them $6 to $9, they're like, yeah, a lot of times they're like, I'll just keep it. All right. So we don't have hardly any returns, and it's great. Now you've probably seen some of these mugs behind me. There's one mug that I have back there that was a return that I kept there as a display. All right. I think the whole time I've done this, we've sold now over, I think we're getting close to 7,000 sales of mugs on Etsy. And I've had, I think, 9 returns. All right. So that tells you it doesn't exist. It's hardly anything to worry about. But yeah, you have to do some customer support for your store. Lisa asked, Dave, what's the name of your Etsy store? Great question, Lisa. You will find out that my store that I'm growing, that when you get there as a student, I don't just share it publicly because I know people are going to go out there and just steal my stuff. All right. So I don't want people stealing my stuff, but I will give you access to it as you come in. My main store, I don't share with. I do share it with some of my higher end clients if you ever want to be one of those. Olga says, if you already sell on Amazon, do you use the same name on your Etsy store? Totally up to you. If you want to keep it kind of together where people recognize your brand, yeah, you can. You don't have to. My Amazon store and my Etsy store are different. Well, in fact, we actually have multiple stores now, but no, you don't have to. But it is good to keep branding purposes. That's totally up to you. Wim says, Dave released a software lately on mining Etsy for great designs. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you use that software during this course? So are they talking about the a different software, Dave?
Oh, they're talking about Craft Inspector.
Okay. So that's Craft Inspector, Wim, and that's the one I do use. I didn't cover it in the presentation, but I do cover it in the course along with the link to get it at a discount. So if you already have it, then you're good to go on that one. Michael says, thank you so much. Double exclamation point. Appreciate it, Michael. That's thanks for letting me know. Kim Brittany, can we watch this back? So the replay, yes, what we'll have is the replay will be available by tomorrow morning. So we have to wait for Zoom to do their thing and send it over to us, and then we'll have it all ready to go. There'll be emails sent tomorrow morning, so you can go ahead and access that replay. And yeah, you'll have that coming out there. If for some reason you don't hear from Dave or Zoom with that, just send me a message and we'll make sure you get it. But you should have or even Dave, one of either Dave, let us know. Olga says, thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Where's the link to get the discount? The discount for the link for the craft inspector is in the course. All right. So no, you have to get in the course to get that. George asks, is E-Rank the same as Craft Inspector? So great question. E-Rank is another tool that Etsy recommends that you can use. It is not the same as Dave's tool. Dave's tool is much better. I do show you in the course, though, how to use E-Rank, which is a free tool to get some good feedback on what your Etsy store is doing and how to improve on it. I cover that in the store. So that is the questions there. Now, like I said, there's probably some questions maybe that came through the chat box here, and there's so many stuff that's in the chat box. I can't go through this. So if there's something else that you guys asked in the chat box, go ahead and plop that into the Q&A box, and I'll get to it. And I'm getting a lot of thank yous, and you're definitely welcome. A couple last slides here that I have. So if you guys haven't, let's just do last call for Q&A. If for some reason there's something holding you back, so we still have a lot of people that are on this call, there's a reason why you're still on this call. Either you're still waiting to get some more information from me, or something's holding you back with regards to purchasing this course. So let me know what that is, what's holding you back, and I'd love to help you, push you over the edge. I always say, and this is a reference back to the Matrix, where Morpheus, says, "Hey, I can only show you the door. It's up to you, Neo, to walk through it." All right. I've showed you this opportunity. This is the opportunity that's working right now. Dave, after I go through so many slides, I'd love to hear like some of your thoughts on this. I know you're excited about this, but this is what I do right now. This is how I teach a brand new student how to make money online. This is where I start. You're right there at the cutting edge of it. All right. So that door is open there for you. You have to take the step and go through it, though. All right. You have to invest in yourself and make it happen. And you do that by going to etsyprofitgenerator.com. So just imagine for a second, you're waking up, not to an alarm clock. You don't have to punch a 9 to 5 job. I had an alarm clock on this morning. I woke up before it, but I never set an alarm clock. I don't have to. I work for myself. I make my own hours. All right. Imagine being able to purchase the things that you want, when you want them, without having to worry about money to pay for them. How about the ability to travel the world on your time frame with your family and loved ones during non-vacation times? I love travel when everyone else has to work. All right. I love doing that because everything else is available. I don't like travel in the high times. How about living your retirement the way you want to without having to worry about your savings running out? How about living your life with less stress and able to focus your time and energy on things that are important to you? All right. This is how I live my life and how I've been blessed from my businesses for many years now. All right. You're getting a lot of stuff here. Like I said, I laid it all out for you. All right. I have the whole sign up. I could have done this before. If you need help with that, I'll show you the sign up process, but it's all there at etsyprofitgenerator.com. I haven't got any messages that anyone was having issues with it. So I think everyone's having success. All right. But Veer, I want you to think about what's the worst thing that could happen to you if you try. All right. So let's play the what if for a second. So what happens if you join us now? You join Etsy Profits Generator and you don't make $11,000 plus per month. All right. What if you manage to only make, say 10% of what I'm talking about here? What would that be? About $1,100 per month? Would that be the end of the world? And again, remember, that's profits to your bank account. Or would that be income that would be beneficial to your home budget? All right. You'll supplement your home budget and you'll have an online business that you can grow, and you'll start growing as an entrepreneur. And then, that's not even factoring in the money that you'll save yearly on your taxes. I didn't even talk about any of that stuff. Having your own business now, you're going to have write-offs from running your own business. All right. Now, I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax attorney. Consult them, but know that you'll have these options. This business you'll be able to write off. Okay. So you'll have a lot more advantages when it comes to taxes as well. All right. But now what if you do succeed? Let me ask you this. What if you do everything I say and you reach that $11,000 plus profit per month? What if you reach $15,000 per month? Again, I have students that are more successful than me. Like some people reached $30,000 per month in profit. All right. How would that change your life as a result? All right. Wouldn't it be worth at least trying and see if this is possible for you? Of course it is. Take advantage of this. This is a huge, huge opportunity right now. I know that, we still have people that are on here live. So there's some more questions that came in, but again, what's holding you back? And this will be like I said, last call for questions. I want to make sure that we address whatever it is, because I want you guys to succeed in life, in this business. All right. And let's see. Tanya says, sorry, Dave, I missed the beginning. Do you teach how to research design ideas? Yes, I do. I do it. So Tanya, when you go through and watch this replay, I do it on this call, but I get into detail with it when it comes to the course. All right, it's all covered. Module 1 is all about the research. All right, so you can find designs that are selling. It becomes a numbers game. It becomes scientific. All right, because you'll see exactly what you want to model after. All right, it's pretty simple when it comes to that stuff, but you got to know what you're doing. So this is the page that has all the details on here. You can pay with the first payment $397 and do the 2 more payments after that, or you can do the full payment. Either one. All right, let's just click on that one right there. That's going to the server. There you go, your first payment. Go ahead and put that through, and there's your cart. And if we decide we want to do a $997 payment, there it is right there. Now it does say, do you have a coupon? Just know that that's the best price we have. There's no coupons. I can't go any cheaper than that. That's again, I made this super affordable, this launch price, because I wanted you guys to be able to take it and run with it, and not have anything holding you back. Most people can find some way to come up with $397 to change your life, and this is what that can do for you, change your life. All right, so let's see. Tanya says, that's great. Thanks, Dave. Kim and Brittany, I recommend this course. It's worth every penny. Dave is an amazing teacher. We are halfway through. Awesome, Kim and Brittany. I'm not sure which one's on there. And yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And Tanya says it works all with lowercase. All right, great. So Dave, before we end this call, after now you hadn't seen my presentation prior to that, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I'm so excited right now to actually do this myself. I'm obsessed with making software, and that's what I love doing. But now you just piqued my interest. I'm probably going to be out there all week looking for mugs, using Craft Inspector and all my other tools, and probably coming up with other software ideas along the way. And I guarantee you, I'm going to have some mugs up here making some money. This is so exciting. I love it.
And if that would be great to share with your people too. And I'll tell you right now, if when you see Dave, we do an update here in a few weeks, and then Dave starts sharing with you what he's been able to do, and you realize he doesn't sell products, right? So he's going to start selling some products here following my course, and he's going to show you what he's doing. Not only that, but he knows, because he created the software, how, and again, I didn't go over it in this presentation because I want to show it without the tools, but know that his tool is incredible, because on Etsy does not give us those sales figures. All right, it doesn't tell us on the front end from a normal perspective, what their sales rank is, how many they're selling. We can only guesstimate. I don't even know how Dave does it, but his software goes through and tells you how many sales they've done, and we can go through and rank them and find different things based on so many different criteria. There's so many things that his tool can do. So now that he sees a way to monetize what he has already created, the tool, right? He's going to go now and just kill us like crazy, I'm sure. So that's awesome to hear you're going to do that. And I'd love to see, I can't wait to see some of your results with that. Not only that, but I know Dave shared with me before that he is going to go through this and probably make his software better, or make a different software to help us further in our business than we're already doing.
Yeah, I'll even tell you an idea I got just from today.
Oh, go for it.
On one of your videos, you talked about dealing with copywriting the content you're putting on the mugs, the copywriting the term. And I looked at the site you recommended, and I was thinking about creating a little tool that will check all the titles if it's copyrighted somewhere else.
Nice. All right, so make it even easier for us. And just so you guys know what he's talking about, one of the lessons in if module 1 or 2, I can't remember, where you go through and you can check the copyrights, and just to make sure you're not stepping on other people's toes. And a lot of times we have to worry about stepping on big companies. Like you don't want to step on like Marvel. You don't want to step on Disney, right? Because they will defend their copyrights and trademarks. Whereas somebody else, a small person like me, might not defend our things. But I still have people that check in all the time. So, but yeah, you want to stay away from copyrights, and then if you can make a software around that is pretty cool. Brian asked, can you talk about MeWe.com briefly? So Brian, MeWe is just like Facebook. It's just a social platform. It started, I noticed it last year. It works like Facebook basically, without being censored. To be totally honest with you, I'm done with the censorship with social media companies, and I was not happy with where what Facebook was taking our data and what they're doing with all that stuff. And so even though I still have a Facebook account, I'm moving away from it. So I moved to MeWe so we don't have to deal with that crap. And we could still do everything we need to do in a MeWe group. So hopefully that makes sense. And Brian asked, do they have a PPC platform? So not yet. They're not monetizing it yet. I'm sure they will, just like Facebook. I believe that moving forward, we're going to see a lot of changes to social media because when people are infringing on our God-given rights based on the United States U.S. Constitution here, I think that they're going to they're going to get in trouble with some of these companies. Either you're going to change what you're doing, or you're going to be gone. So there's going to be other things that are going to be stepping up here. And again, I don't want to get into political stuff and all that, but just know it works good. MeWe. I know other people were very happy to get away from Facebook, and so we did that, and it's a free account. Mike says, can I get the Etsy number so that I can open my account and buy your course confidently? Mike, you had the issue, right, when it came to the closed account, right? I don't have it at my hands right away. Do me a favor, Mike. Can you send me a message? Just send me ask me that question. Send me an email to dave@etsyprofitsgenerator.com. Is it Dave or support? But Mike, yeah, definitely. As soon as we get off the call here, I can get that for you because I have it. I just have to. I can't dig it out right now. Okay. Mohammed asked about mock-ups, and I know I think I saw a few things in the chat box. I didn't see anyone put in the Q&A. Mock-ups are, so they come, that first one that you're doing on Icon Ecom that pushes over to Etsy. Now, when it comes to, so like if I come back over here, in some of these things here, they have the video, right, with it playing there, and they have these lifestyle shots. I actually show you how to do these things without having, and this is interesting. This is actually, looks like this company, this is like their shots. It looks like the same lady and baby there. So they're probably doing these shots themselves. Guess what? You don't have to do these shots yourself. Okay. You can get them. And this is the same. That's the same one. You can get them generic like this. All right. And I have a website that we can get that if you want, if mock-ups are of interest to you, that is a whopping $15 a month to get you load up this to the right mug, and you can actually download, you put those into your store. Okay, so you put them into your listings so they're there. Okay, mock-ups are very simple. I cover that in the training. Charmin says, Dave is so sincere in helping people to succeed. I am with the group, and I just want to go over his teachings. The pay cannot compare with the amount of knowledge his team is sharing to his students. His team is sharing, I respect this guy with his sincerity to change lives. I am with MeWe too. Thank you for that. Totally appreciate that. That is obviously unsolicited, right? Is the craft inspector available on the course? The link to purchase it, Nat, is. So yes, you can. And that's all I see for now. So we were on long. Like I said, I want to make sure I answered everyone's questions and totally letting you guys know exactly, totally transparent of what we have here, so you can move forward. Remember, this offer is only gonna be valid until Monday night, 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you haven't grabbed it yet, make sure you grab it prior to that. Take what I've shown you here in this training and go try it for yourself. But do realize that buying the course through me, you're actually going to be able to pay for this course over and over again because again, the deals that you get just from the Econ, the discounts that we get and the automations for free and the designs, it's going to pay for itself over and over and over again. Like I said, I have people buy this course just to get our student deals. All right. Last question that came in here. Clemmy asks, are these mugs guaranteed lead free? Yes, we have only premium quality products. And that is of importance to us as well, that we're not putting things that are going to hurt people's health and that sort of thing. So Dave, that's all I have here for today. A lot of stuff, and I'm sure there's gonna be more questions that come in. I do cover that in some of those follow-up emails, and feel free to send me a message. Again, I'm pretty sure it's either dave@etsyprofitgenerator.com or support@etsyprofitgenerator.com. Send me that a message, and I'll answer them in email if I need to as well. All right, Dave. I guess we're gonna call it a day.
Yeah, this has been an absolutely amazing presentation. I do want to thank everyone who's actually still here. That's crazy. There's still all these people here. I feel so blessed and appreciate everyone here to watch this presentation, because I was so excited about this. Now everyone can see why. I mean, I'm just waiting to get off the call to go look at some designs on Etsy.
Definitely. Once you start researching it too, you'll go down these rabbit holes and like hours will go by. Then make sure you get up and get some food or whatever, because you could be like it's fun, and it's make sure you're going to be going to so many different things. I'll show you in the course. Get a spreadsheet out. Make sure you're documenting all these things you find, because you'll be like, oh, what was that, and you just forget. So I do share a sample spreadsheet, but go through, make a list so you know those things there are, because you're gonna find opportunity after opportunity, and you're gonna see why this opportunity for us is so huge. All right, because there's so many different directions you can go, and why the question didn't come up, but it'll never become saturated, because you can do things totally unique, and we can never you'll never have as many entrepreneur sellers that are putting up stuff as there are people to buy it. It's just what it is. All
Awesome.
right. All right. So you guys have Dave. Thank you for your time. I was very happy to present here.
Yeah,
And
thank
I look
you.
forward to people and all the people that came on board today. I didn't get even a chance to see who's new, but I'm sure we have a bunch of people, and very much look forward to work with them. Dave, I look forward to working further with you, and see your own success, and also as you're generating new tools to help us with this business.
Absolutely.
So, thanks again, guys, and I'll look forward to communicating those of you that have questions. And Mike, send me that message. I will get that phone number for you for Etsy to fix that problem, so we get you going as well. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day, night, wherever you're at. We'll chat soon. Take care.
Okay, bye.